Greetings and salutations! Welcome to a new and improved conversational podcast where you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener. We're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting adventure. Welcome to episode 221 for Weebs Lounge, a show where we talk about anime, manga, gaming, movies, and the weeb culture through honest conversational debates and chaotic energy. But this week, we're jumping to the world of Illumination, the world of the minions, because we're not joining them in their crazy adventures. We're joining the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi, going to the galaxy of speedrunning of the 40th year anniversary references. So if you guys want to talk about that, time codes will be in the bottom. Share this episode, bring your friends, bring your abuela, and this episode will be always unforgettable because it's powered by AniMa W3 Studio. So catch every new episode every week on YouTube, audio feed, wherever you guys listen to. So let's join in. It's your boy, Love and Peace, Legendary Vash, your human typhoon, your will of D, will of Latino heat. And you should be watching the Time I Got Returning to Slime every Friday at comes out 10 a.m. EST. I'm not promoting, not sponsored by Crunchyroll. I'm just telling you the greatness has returned as well. I know Mr. World Champ is going to say, hey, a Rumicon greatness also return on Saturday at 5 in the morning. But I will not be shutting out yet until 2 weeks from now when I'm cut up. So go check that out. The Vault channel has a 3 anime reaction from Saturdays from Aken Banashi. We have Deimos of the Shadow Realm. And we have Ascended the Bookworm 4th season. So with that being the case, go check that if you guys want that. The Digimon video reaction has returned on this Monday because you guys are checking out this podcast on Tuesday and we're recording on our Sundays evenings. So happy Easter as well for those that celebrate. Other than that, I'm gonna pass it to the world champion that who is stuck smiling.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the Isles, what is up? What is good? It is your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world. That's right, it's Whawkins here to remind you, not only do you need to read and watch your Rumikun, because yes, season 4 did start, and it's starting off pretty good. Simuldub, mind you, so thank you, anime gods, for my benefit alone. But also read Ranger Reject, because that has finally returned after a break, and we're setting up some nice things as well. Also, be sure to go watch Invincible Fight Girl so we can get a season 2. But with all those fun little agendas out there, hey, we got an agenda that we're going to talk about tonight. Not only do we have crappy amusement park rides, not only do we have the continued failures of Disney Corporation, not only do we have rejections and buys. Nah, we got some Mario movies to talk about, the good, the bad, and the mediocre at best. And the one that's going to help us go through all those mediocre at best things is our boy that loves to hang out in the clouds, Mr. Cloudy Crescent. How's the moon tonight, buddy?
It's a darkened moon tonight. And Junior, I got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know. It's not really Rosalina's movie.
Oh.
That was my choice. I'm sorry.
Whose movie
is it?
Oh, Luigi's, obviously.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But hello there, you lovely people. It is me, Cloudy Crescent, the man formerly used to be known as Tim. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of fun things. And I have a feeling if you guys are listening for the Mario Galaxy movie, you might be interested in our takes compared to the internet, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But before we can do that, I think, Vash, it's time, isn't it,
Yes, it's time for the Otaku Parlor for us to check in for the discussion of the latest media that we have consumed. Because it's where we talk about checking in, talking about how we've been, how we are catching up, anything life updates, anything that we want to shit talk about work because coworkers doesn't know that we're content creators. So we can shit talk about them before they find out and that they will never check out this episode because we will not tell them to check out this episode number. Or if you guys want to hear about the media consumption that we have been consuming, then that's a different story. So we glad and appreciate it that if this is your first time, people are wondering, what is this transition? What is this Otaku Parlor? Because they used to be called Anime Lately Podcast, but now it's called Weebsters. Because yes, this version this segment used to be called Weebs Lounge, and what is it? What's Otaku Parlor now? It's discussing the latest media that we've consumed. So it's time to do our weekly check-in, because this past month of March, we said, fuck that shit, we're gonna do tournaments.
Yep.
And Whawkins is gonna stress us out on a weekly basis of who's gonna be fighting who. He said, fuck the rules, you're not gonna have anything until the time of recording. And that's what it was, guys. It was a lot
I'm just
of
gonna
fun.
throw this out there because me and Trevor watched a certain video before this. At least my tournaments had good rules and good sound logic behind them, unlike Death Battle.
Oh god.
I knew it. Is this the Death Battle one of what happened recently? I think dropped
Today, I think.
like send us a link or something about it. Yeah.
Bakugo versus Rize.
That's interesting.
That was pain.
It's always
Rize was gonna win no matter what.
Interesting you say Rize.
Should be winning, but I guess Bakugo for some reason won in Death
Do you
Battle.
want to be spoiled or?
I'd be spoiled. Tell me. Chat as well. Just be aware you might be spoiled if you care about the Death Battle results. I don't. I'd just be skipping them at the end of the day. But hey, talk to us.
And I guess this kind of counts as a combined Otaku Parlor, because me and Trevor both watched this before we started recording and all that. So Bakugo won, and I'm not really upset. Whenever it comes to Death Battle, it's always about the logic that they get behind it. You know, that's where I look at things. And because I honestly thought Rize would win. And the only reason I would see her not being able to win is if she didn't have enough blood to really heal herself and all that. That would make sense. That would make sense in my mind if that's the route they went with. But they didn't. So Vash, you've seen the end of MHA, right?
Oh,
The end, no, but I have seen it like the last, right before the last 20 chapters.
Okay, so you know what happens to Bakugo when he faces Shigaraki, right? In this final war?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm aware.
So you know how like there was like so apparently how like a bead of sweat got towards his heart and exploded, and that's what restarted his heart.
Yeah.
So in Death Battle, they use that as not just like a sheer out of luck feat. They use that as like, oh, Bakugo can just do that.
Yep. It's his ability.
Yeah.
They completely remove the context of, oh, his organs were put back together by someone else. They ignore that so that he gets the sweat win.
And they also use one movie feat from movie 3 of MHA. And don't even mention anything about movie 2 where, you know, Bakugo had One for All for a bit. Because you know how Death Battle likes to use like every aspect of a character, like even if it's like from a side thing or whatever.
All the variants, right? All the variants.
Yeah. You know, all the variants put into one. You know, without nerfing them or anything. But you know, that's besides the point. You know, don't worry about that. Shut up. It was. I don't know. Again, I'm like, okay, fine. Bakugo won. It's just like the way he got there. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Chief.
So Death Battle, you guys heard it here. Death Battle. Take it.
Oh, go ahead.
You guys could take it serious or to your own leisure, to its own bullshit. But Whawkins, since we're talking about you, why don't you continue off of Otaku Parlor? What anything life you want to mention? Any coworker you want to throw off the cliff, or any media you have consumed?
I mean, coworkers are whatever. You know, it's really just my main boss, but you know, it's besides the point. I guess some personal news I'll share. My mother retired this week, so we've been celebrating that all week. So mazel tov to her. You know, the drinks up to her. Cheers for working her ass off for the past 40-something plus years in different jobs, and at one for the past like 20-something years. So kudos to her. But the reason I say that is because the day I took off to celebrate her retirement party. So normally, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary hoes. Sorry, I thought of that. Anyways, So normally Sydney will wake me up early in the morning to go outside. And usually, sometimes it's like 4:30, maybe 5. It's usually just a quick little jaunt. Okay, you can go pee now. You can go good later. Cool, neat, awesome. So take her out at like 4 in the morning on Tuesday. And I'm like, all right, cool, great. So she goes. Yeah, I'm talking about you, you little smelly bitch. Anyways, and that's not an insult. She is a female dog, but whatever. So all of a sudden, she starts kind of like looking off at the distance. And then she starts kind of like walking forward a little bit. And then she starts kind of picking up to a jog. And I'm like, Sydney, come back here. And at first, I'm just like, okay, it might be one of the cats that are around, which she's good friends with and all that. She loves playing with them. It was not a cat. It was not. It was a good old Pepe Le Pew. Sprayed her on Tuesday, and I'm like, oh,
Beautiful skunk.
you. And like, it was kind of funny when she waddled back because she was like kind of like this, like I don't think it fully sprayed her. It just kind of got her like a little bit like on her head. Nothing in her eyes, so like her eyes were fine and all that, but yeah. So I had to deal with that Tuesday, and God, I was in the worst mood on Tuesday. I was dead tired. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock that night.
Oh wow, you knocked out early. You said fuck NXT.
I mean, fucking
fuck
NXT
the drama.
But, you know.
In Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Fuck their event.
Yeah, exactly. So that was Tuesday, but yeah, that's basically been my week. She smells better now. I use the old hydrogen peroxide baking soda dish soap concoction. Worked pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, and just like shampoo just to kind of keep her smelling good and all that afterwards. So, yeah.
I'm lucky I haven't dealt with a skunk like that type of incident. So I'm lucky. I've heard stories from other friends and peers that have dealt with that, but luckily I haven't.
Yeah. So, but hey, we're not here to talk about the personal life. We're here to talk about media because fudge the personal life. Nah. The only thing I'll mention with like movies and TV, Invincible season 4 episode 5 dropped, and it was a much better episode than episode 4 was. Like there was some really good stuff with Omni-Man.
The Debbie stuff I saw on my timeline.
The Debbie stuff was really good. Sandra Oh, get yourself a freaking award for that performance. That was really good.
I heard about that on my timeline. I saw the scene. I was spoiled about the scene. The whole clip was on my timeline when she hit her hand against
the impact
the impact. It was really cool. Like the scene, like the emotional, the acting was really good. I love with the way people say, "Oh my god, the animation of Invincible compared to Ufotable." I'm like, bro, y'all compare American animationers. Animators. What the fuck did I just say? You're compared to American westernized animators to easternized fucking Japan animators is a whole different level. It's just hilarious when people try to compare tomatoes or tomatoes. Like, this is literally a whole fruit versus type of vegetables. Like, it's so different.
Yeah. One company has whips for their animators, but I digress. Yeah. I'm calling you out, Mappa, assholes. Anywho, so yeah, I thought episode 5 was much better. I did kind of cringe a little bit at the end, and if you know, you know. Like literally, because like, okay, me with gore, I'm usually fine if it's like animated gore, because I'm just like, oh, okay, it's animated, it doesn't look real, I'm fine, cool, neat, whatever. This Invincible episode actually made me go, okay, hold on, wait. Let me just like, because it kind of went on for a bit. It went on for like, hey, Trevor, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, like it went on for a hot minute, and I'm just like, okay, like after a while, I'm just like, all right, let's move on. Let's move on to here. I get it. It's long. I understand, but you don't have to just sit there with it. Just die already. Oh man. So that's movies and TV. Movies, we'll talk about that later with Mario. Anime and manga. Ranger Reject, like I said earlier, their batch of chapters have finally been translated. At least 2 of them have. Still waiting on one. 209, 210. So it's starting its final arc, which is very cool. I am looking forward to see what they do here. They're already starting to tease a little few things, with like the Dragon Keepers returning, and some other stuff that I won't say because it will be spoiler territory in it. So I'm really curious how certain characters are going to be acting, especially one that showed up at the end of 210. I'm really curious because I saw like the first page of 211 and I'm assuming it's going to be focused on her. And I'm like, all right, let me see what she's been up to for the past 6 months, like in universe, how she's been handling everything. Cause she kind of walked away from the last arc, like very defeated. And I'm like, you're not the type of character to like get defeated like that or like feel defeat like that. And very, very curious how she's going to end up because it seems like she's just one of those that's just like done with everything. So yeah, again, waiting on 211 to drop. I do have shorts coming out for those too. So those will be on the channel on Monday. So when this video is already out, those will already be out too. AniMa season 4 has finally dropped. I watched the first episode. They're doing a simul dub, which I'm so happy about because that means I can actually like keep up with it. I say that now, but watch in 2 weeks when I'm just like, yeah, I'm 2 episodes behind.
Hey, look. You will be caught up once I'm caught up, and I can remind you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I know that you'll be caught up. I'm like, watch Whawkins. And also, look, the good thing is that by the time you wake up on Saturdays, it's already out because it comes out on Saturday at 5 in the morning. So by the time it's already gets translated, by the time it gets English dub, because I think the sub comes out 5 in the morning and the dub comes out, I think, at 7 or 8 in the morning. So it's just right there. Like by the time we wake up, it's already out.
And I mean, I usually go to the gym on Saturday mornings anyway. So it's just like once I'm done with the gym, just get home, put on some Aruma, and just chillax. You know, it's great. It's cool. Also, the opening is a bop. I love the opening for season 4, and even the ending is pretty good too. But yeah, there's a couple other shows I do want to check out. Akane Banashi's one of them. The Demons one from the Full Metal Alchemist person.
The Demons of the Shadow Realm, which is actually gory as hell.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the one scene going around with a gobble or whatever.
Well, that was the scene, but there's more to that. Like, I didn't really expect it. Like, I will say this is reverse Wakanda.
I'm sure that will make sense when I watch it.
Yes, it will. Once you see what I mean, like once you see the vision, you're like, oh, that's what Vash meant. You will probably send in the message in the thread, like, I see what you meant. At first I was confused. Now I get it.
At first I was afraid. I was petrified. But now I see the vision. Oh, man.
Yes.
AniMa has been great so far. I'm looking forward. I know Sydney.
I do want to say on top of what you mentioned about Akane Banashi, because I did react to it, like I said, in the earlier recording with Akane Banashi, Demons of the Shadow, and a sentence of the bookworm. Go check out the reaction that we have on the Emotes Studio Vote channel, where you guys could get any reactions of myself or team related right on the channel with full, and also on Patreon, which the Patreon would be active on Monday. By the time you guys are watching this Tuesday, so the Patreon will already be active and relinked tiers and everything there. However, Akane Banashi, Rengaku, I think is how you spell it, or pronounce it Rengaku or Rengoku.
Shoot, how's it go? It's Rakugo, I think. Yeah,
Rakugo, thank you, Rakugo. Really interesting. It gave me a lot of vibes of how a comedy or a comedian kind of does storytelling, but in a comedy aspect. But with Rakugo, it does it in a more in a theater aspect of you are the storyteller and you have to change the mannerism of how you are portraying each of the person you're portraying. And that's something that reminded me a lot, because I do that sometimes. Even my wife compliments of that when I'm doing my little flashback storytelling of how was my day or of my coworkers. I get into their mannerism, or I speak into their mannerism-esque. So that kind of gave me, so watching this kind of gave me a portray of how is it I speak, or how is it the actors speak in a way when they're doing monologues or stage playing away. So it was really cool to watch. And for anybody that have watched the first episode, it's fucking gut wrenching of what happens at the end. For anybody that's read the chapter will know too. Yeah. But just seeing that, it felt gut wrenching. So I really highly suggest for anybody that has a dream, and then when you're being shut down the way you got shut down, that shit fucking hurts. That shit hurts.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, it's a really good. I mean, I only read like about 10 chapters when it had started, and then life started. But like, yeah, it's a very interesting concept when you look at it, where it's just one person on the stage. It's just a one-man show, basically. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna be checking that out. I do plan on reading the manga too alongside it, and then when the anime's done, I'll just binge the rest of the manga so I can actually be caught up with it. Because it always did seem like a really good series. So I'm glad it not only has like 200 plus chapters, but it has an anime now. Good on you, Akane Banashi. But speaking of binging manga. Oh man, Shangri-La Frontier. I'm on chapter 65 of it. Watched some more of the first season of it too. It got to a point where it really started kind of like tugging on the feelings of being a gamer, and like, especially when you're fighting like a very hard boss and all that. Or like being in like a raid boss with like a couple other people or anything. It's just like you get that sense of feeling. It's just like, you know what, you're not bullshitting me, you're testing me, and like you just get put in that zone, man. And like reading it, just like how the artist was like really kind of getting the battle, or like drawing the battle and all that was really good and all that. And oh man, the implications too, because like, a lot of these bosses, like the big bosses that they have to fight in the game, they haven't been beaten yet. And when they get beaten, that's it. Like they are just done with the game. Like think of like an MMO with a big raid boss, and then once the boss is defeated once, it never shows up again. You know, and like, yeah, there's like 7. So there's like 7 of them in the game, and the game, like the whole story world progresses when one of them dies. And there's a twist with it when this one goes down that I didn't expect at all, but it's really cool. I'm really interested to see where it goes from there. Cause it's like, oh, wait, that wasn't supposed to happen then. At least like this. It's like, okay. So what does this mean for everything else then? And it's crazy because this is just a series about some dude playing a VR game. But it's like you kind of get sucked into the world of the VR game that he's playing too. But I don't know. It's been a really good, fun read. And yeah, with video games, I'm still going through Pokemon, Gale of Darkness, Emerald Imperium. Nothing. I haven't really had much time to really get into those, but I did have time to go to the bookstore. It's time. It's been a hot minute, but it's time for some retail therapy, everybody.
Physical media. What?
I know. Perish the thought. I bought some mangoos. So to go along the lines of my Iruma obsession, got volume 2 of Iruma. So there's good old Asmodeus there. Yeah. And the love interest on the back, Amari, that best girl, best ship, fight me, I don't give a shit.
I do agree.
Now this series, I don't know if either of you've heard of it. It's called Galaxius.
Heard of it,
familiar,
dude. This is just so it's like these dragon people It's just aura. It's just aura farming the whole time. There's just it's really good. I wish the release schedule was better for it because we haven't had a chapter since the beginning of the year.
Oh wow!
But like, here's just a random page. Like, look at this fucking art, dude. Like, ooh,
that does look good.
Yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff. Interesting story too.
Who's the publisher? Is it Shonen Magazine? Shonen Jump Plus? Who's the
this is
publisher?
Kodansha. So.
Oh, Kodansha.
Yeah.
Okay, Kodansha.
Winner of the 2022 Kodansha Special Manga Award. So it's an award-winning series.
Hey,
and
it's a nominated award-winning series.
And for my JoJo fans out there, here's book 5 of part 7 Steel Ball Run.
Hey.
So steadily collecting that. Oh wait, hold on. What is in this? Hold on. I haven't checked to see what is in this one yet. Shoot. Raining. Is this? Does Jesus show up here? Oh, there's a stand. Oh wait, it's the Diego.
the if I say without spoilers,
I'll just show it. Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
It's this one. Hello.
Beautiful fucking art. Beautiful fucking
lamppost.
Araki's a fucking god with the pen. Is this the lamppost scene? Wait,
I feel like it is. If it
is, this is very fitting for when we're recording. Oh my god! If this is the lamppost scene,
or whenever we're getting the adaptation for part 5,
yeah, exactly. Whenever we get
down the road,
5.
yeah, whenever we get there, but. If that's all for your retail therapy, then we can move on to Mr. Cloudy Champs of Trevor.
Until I find Jesus.
Well, you need a Bible for that one. But anyway,
what do you think I'm holding?
Yeah, look it up.
Part 5 of the Bible.
I ventured back in time, which is very fitting. I saw a clip going around on. It just kept. You know how there's sometimes when you go on YouTube and there's like a video that keeps popping up in your recommended for days on end.
Yeah.
That happened to me. And it was like it was an old Doctor Who clip, and I watched it. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I wonder if there's any more context to this. So I look up the whole episode on YouTube, see it's like because sometimes the Doctor Who channel will actually have entire episodes. And lucky for me, I found just the thing that was holding it. It's a Doctor Who, The Armageddon Factor, a very classic story from the 4th Doctor era. And honestly, this is going to be my big old advertisement. If y'all haven't seen classic Doctor Who, give it a shot. You can pick, if just go ahead and look up the Armageddon Factor. You may not know much about Doctor Who, if any, but honestly, I had a fun time with this story. 2 planets going at it, or 2 civilizations going at it with nuclear warfare. The Doctor just gets caught up in the middle. There's some drama. It's all like. It's a story that tells itself along the way. You don't need prior knowledge. Well, you kind of do need prior knowledge because there's an overarching story, but the core bits are there. You can get into that. And honestly, Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor, yeah, I remember why I loved him so much when he gave some of his acting chops. Just to give you guys some context, he finds a device or assembles a device called the Key to Time itself. And it is exactly what you think it is. Like, you could do anything. It's a key to time. And at first, you guys are thinking, okay, so it sounds like a cliche sci-fi mumbo jumbo, whatever. But how Tom Baker describes it as his doctor is phenomenal. It's like, this key. Oh, every particle in the universe is mine. Are you listening to me, Ramona? Because even if you aren't listening, I could make you listen. Oh.
key to time is mine. As of this moment, free will doesn't exist. It is only my will. Do you know why? It's because I possess the key to time. It's like, oh, damn. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
And then everyone's like, are you okay, Doctor? It's like, of course I'm okay. Could you imagine if I wasn't okay?
I don't know why, but my brain trigger once it said Ramona to Ramona Flowers.
Close enough. Trevor, the fourth Doctor, that's the one with the scarf, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Cool. I vaguely know my doctors.
His eyes roll.
I don't know my doctors.
Aw, dude, like, just imagine a guy rolling his eyes back, and he's like,
I can do whatever I want. Every particle is mine. I possess the key to time.
it's like, holy shit. So yeah, very classic Doctor Who story. Highly recommend. If y'all haven't seen classic Doctor Who, give it a shot. You might like it. That's pretty much it for the TV section, but, well, I'm kind of cheating. There was an anime that I consumed. If anyone here is a fan of One Piece, I know you two aren't, unfortunately.
Fuck that show.
Yeah.
No, fuck that,
geez.
man. It's not like we have like
I
6
hate
type of
that
Jolly
show.
Rogers.
Don't you see?
It's not like I'm wearing a Inspire original Jolly Roger for One
Yeah.
Piece. It's not like I'm doing like Bones as well. No particular reason.
Yeah, you did that.
Fuck that show.
Yeah, it really does set Disney.
Not enough boob.
What? There's plenty fucking. But anyway, today, or really yesterday, in the sacred land of Japan, the new episode for One Piece came out. They're doing the Elbaf arc. Woo!
Yay.
I watched the first episode and I was like, oh, okay, what do you got for me? And I was actually pleasantly surprised at this. I know some people are apparently hating the fact that it's, again, the 1 chapter per episode pacing. But
Oh my god, hold up. Sorry to interrupt. That shit got me mad.
Thank you.
When I saw that respond about, because the most logical comment I saw about that, when people say, oh, why they're doing 1 flashback per episode, or why they're re-showing what happened on episode 70 from One Piece. They're literally re-showing, reanimated since episode 70. If you had to remember, we're in a 25-year fucking long-ass series that just because we actually get reminded, just because of us weebs, nerds, geeks, whatever you want to classify us, just because we got good memories on how many races or how many characters we have in One Piece or how many lore. This is more for the casual viewers like my wife who binge watch 1,000 plus episodes. If she get reminded of episode 70, she will approve this.
Yeah.
And appreciate this, because just because we know who are these 2 characters, or maybe anybody that saw the One Piece live action, remember who are these 2 characters. Maybe just having an actual flashback is actually beneficial to be remember who the fuck they are.
Especially for you morons out there who are bad at media literacy, but you know. I digress.
I always find that argument humorous. It's like, of course, it's 1 chapter per pacing. It's like, but what if it's good pacing? What if it's that? What if you're able to achieve some actual merits of storytelling with the context you're given? Because we've been through the dark times that have been Dressrosa, Whole Cake, pretty much all post time skip. We've been in that dark era. They handle that horribly. This time around, it's like, oh wow, yeah, you actually managed to cover a wide array of things in 20 minutes. Good job, you. So yeah, pleasantly surprised. Giant fan of the new sound effects. They really step up.
Nice.
Step up. Music's still the same.
That's fine.
Pro con to some people, I know. I heard the videos like, wow, new sound effects, same music. Okay, no worries, I'm fine. But yeah, Elbaf is starting A-OK. Kill Gorose.
Oh my god.
Don't worry.
But they're your favorite group.
Anyone that wants more context, they can join in on the next Brethren Court, where I will probably have 2 hours of unfiltered rage against old twats.
Either Tuesday night or Thursday, so stay tuned.
Those
we'll solidify.
twats, they're gonna die.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna rip their innards out like fucking Conquest.
Why'd you have to remind me of that?
Yes. Yeah, because chat, I will be on there too someday,
Eventually.
sometime this month. Eventually,
Catch up to the
Because-
manga.
yes, because you know what, Chad? Talking about catching to manga, we're gonna transition into Vash. What the fuck has he been doing? Because I've been trying to catch up to One Piece at work this week. My job was traveling. I'm on a reality TV show, and the crew went to a different island, to a different place, so I helped them pack. That Thursday for me and Friday, guys, by the way, it's a blur. That Thursday and Friday, I'm happy. Me and Whawkins said, hey, no to SmackDown. I was supposed to do work that day. That my body just shut down. I took a nap. I rested. Chad, I don't remember what I did Thursday and Friday other than going to work at, like, that Wednesday night. Chad, I had to go to, like, wake up literally after midnight of that Wednesday. So, like, I learned to be awake by 1 in the morning Thursday. So I went to sleep at 10 o'clock. Slept from 10 to 1. The day before, I only slept 4 hours. So I still have 4 hours of sleep. Went to sleep from 10 to 1 p.m. to in the morning. Woke up for 1 in the morning. Went to work. But then guess what, chat? I got up at like 1 o'clock. Had to be at work at 2:30. They gave me an Uber voucher. So I love it when my industry, you know, pays you for lunch, pays you for breakfast, pays you for coffee, drinks, and also give you Uber vouchers. Fucking amazing. Great, right? So when you have this type of OD benefits, you shouldn't be fucking late to work. So my dumbass went to sleep while getting dressed. I literally was getting dressed, putting my pants on and everything. My wife was already sleeping. So I was in the living room, knock out. Woke up at 1:58 or 1:55.
Oops.
And I'm like, oh shit. In the middle of my clothes on, putting my jacket on and everything. And Russia called the Uber. Of course, I got to work at 2:25 to get the van and everything. Got to work, got everyone at the airport. All less than 80 cases of camera equipment, lighting equipment, all there for them to travel with. Great. Got home. My dumbass was either, hey, you know what? 7 in the morning. Let me just start my day. I'm like, no, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. Not a smart decision. I was about to go to gym, guys, at 7 in the morning with like 3 hours of sleep. Not smart decision.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, I should have done this. Went home. Wifey, a big shout out to wifey, because she's like, sweetie, I love you, know, but don't try to be productive. You have your whole sleep schedules fuck up. So come here, come rest and cuddle. And I'm like, okay, if wifey is something to cuddle, I'm gonna go listen to wifey. Cuddle. That Thursday is a blur. If you're asking me, chat, what else did he do that Thursday? I honestly just don't remember. All I remember is watching anime and just catching up to wrestling. I listened to a podcast. Do I honestly remember what I listened to the podcast? Fuck no. This is why I have threads on Discord. Not just for myself. It's for the team as well. But first reason is for myself. So I can write my opinions and thoughts what I did. Because also, by the way, chat, that Wednesday is where I went to see the Super Mario movie. Right after work, me and wife were supposed to see it like at 6 o'clock or like 9 o'clock. But then we said, I saw, hey, IMAX screening for 4:45. Great. I'm going to explain this to it now instead of later. I got the Yoshi. I'm not going to try to bring it because Yoshi's green. And that's just not going to pop up because it's green on my green screen. You're probably going to see like a white dot and like black eyes and then like the red on his back of the neck. Cool. But I want to give a big fucking shout out to wifey because AMC, I went to the theater. I went to the concession stand because that's where you buy tickets now. Not in the box office on the ticket booth. You buy it now on the concession stand because they're saving money by saving workers. By one concession worker supposed to do the job of also the ticket person. So I'm like, hey, it is what it is. I went there. I am an AMC Premier member. Not an A-list, but I'm a Premier. I'm the free member type of tier. I asked them, yo, y'all got Yoshi? They said no. I knew damn well they're lying because I know damn well it's the first day. They should have a good amount on stock. And I get it's Manhattan. I get it is in Harlem. And I get it. Kids sold out. Probably. But then I was a bit sad because me and Whawkins have our sometimes we talk to Nick and we talk about some of these popcorn buckets. Some of them are cool, some of them are pointless. Some of them are like, yo, there's a cool collection items. The Yoshi one, collection item. I'm not gonna use it because who the fuck did that use it for popcorn? The amount of cleaning that you gotta do try to insert that shit, I'm like, nah, I don't got the headache for that. I went to see the movie. Movie was fun. We will talk about it, review on the time code momentarily. However, I come out the movies, I see like 2 or 3 people coming out with a bag of Yoshi, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Who you lying to? Who do I gotta talk to? But then, I know, I've been told, sometimes my demeanor sounds threatening. I don't know how, but I've been told that my demeanor sometimes is aggressive. Like, I don't know if it's the Miguel demeanor. The Vash demeanor is very polite, but somehow sometimes the Miguel demeanor gives it very aggressive, or he seems, I don't know, not want to answer. So cool. You know what? I got a sweet talking, charming wife that has a baby voice.
There you
She
go.
said, hey, go to the bathroom. Don't worry. I got this. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to sway. I can step out of the bathroom. She gave me the bags. I step out. I was like a good 50, 100 feet away from my wife watching. Just observing. I'm like, yo, you got this. All right, cool. I could see my wife. She told me that she's sweet talking. She's like, yo, hey, by the way, I heard they got the Yoshi popcorn bucket. And she got it. She, of course, got it with my card. I'm gonna try to use it as a business expense, because you know I'm talking about it right here on the show. So business expense, because it was $60.
Yeah.
I didn't know these fucking popcorn buckets.
See, that's why I don't get the.
Do I mind
that's why
it?
I don't get on. I'm just like $60.
Do I mind it? No. Do I mind if I get them all the time? Yes. But with this one, Yoshi being one that I actually desire, I actually wanted it, it's worth it. I was happy. I was happy little camper. I'm gonna post some pictures on a Monday, so you can, by the time this video is out, you guys have already seen on the timeline on my personal Instagram or collab with the company and everything. Aspect. It's adorable. They actually did a great Yoshi bucket. I actually bought it. It was $60. Big shout out to wifey. If you have an adorable wife that's very good looking and has a baby voice, use her in the best way you can to get things that, because you're a guy and you'll probably be told that you're an aggressive tone, or you're a guy, and also, fuck them kids, because I was outside of the theater taking pictures of it, and my wife felt bad, like, hey, can we put it away, or can we walk away, not like right outside the theater, so the kids don't come or the parents don't come and ask us questions. And with all due respect, hey, I get it, my wife, she's very sweet, she don't want kids' heart to be broken because of the item and everything.
Fuck them
but
kids.
deep down, I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
fuck them kids. No.
I'm a kid at heart. I'm a kid at heart. I'm a kid that matters too.
Yeah. Man. See, chat.
So, yeah.
Vash just made me sad.
Yeah. I got it. I'm okay with it. That's what matters. So Yoshi bucket in the house, in the bag still. I would love to show it to you guys, but by the time I bring it, it's green screen. He's not being shown. That's just not gonna be shown. But hey, if you guys have seen on the timeline, he looks exactly like that. Really good done. However, with all that movies, with all that fun life experience and talking about life and talking about my 2 day of Blur and everything, I did watch ReZero on stream, so go check that out on Patreon for the full VOD and everything. If not, you guys go check out the highlight clips every Wednesday when ReZero, the anime, comes out. Other than that...
You did finish one anime, though, didn't you? You did finish one anime, didn't you?
Yes, Fire Force. I was going to talk about it with the Optimus team, but I could talk about it with you as well.
Maybe.
Fire Force.
An abridged version.
Your Shinra, your jeans don't fucking matter. The jeans don't matter.
What are
My
you talking
jeans.
about? She just wants a baby in her. She wants Shinra's baby in her, no matter what.
I just love how Shinra was just like, but why? She like,
Dude,
just cause I want it. But that's all.
The dub, because
I did. The dub only, bro.
So you heard
it.
what's his face go bounce down.
Yep. I heard it. Yeah. I just love how the dub just has fun with it. I also met the voice actor that does the voice for Shinra.
Oh, Shinra.
No, that does the voice for Shinra and everything. He's so amazing. But Zeno as well.
I love his reaction.
The dub voice cast is
on
amazing.
Twitter, he's just like, "Oh, they kept it."
I love how he's shocking about himself. He's like, oh, they kept it there. I'm like,
Hell yeah.
of course. It works. It works for your character. It works for everything involved. It's just the ending of how I have to rewatch Soul Eater now just to see how everything fits
They need to
together
remake
now.
Soul Eater.
Or remake Soul Eater because they got to now. It's like, bro, you're ending up the show of the question of Shinra literally remade the world without him knowing how he remade it or how the consequence he made it. He's just going along with it. But now we see everything come to fruition. We see fucking Arthur coming back with his arm, with his leg, just getting rebuilt just because of hope. Optimistic. It's fucking amazing. We see that annoying little fucker.
No, now there's
Caliber
reason
himself.
why he has such high standards. It's because of Arthur.
Because of Arthur. The vision that he gave to Arthur is crazy. But also just hilarious that, going back to my comment, that Shinra literally has his kids going to work and literally his genes just don't have a fraction inside. All it has is that, that's your dad. Other than that, your mom's genes of pink hair, blonde hair, looks, and design just one.
And how did you catch the one line how Death the Kid was created in Shinra's image?
Yes, which I questioned that because I'm like, this don't look any like Shinra other than the smile.
Yeah, that's basically it. There's also some other fun like little caveats, which one thing I didn't know either. So apparently Tamaki and the one like really tall dude, apparently they're the ancestors of Maki from Soul Eater.
Yes, that's what it seems like it because he's the one that started the organization of the star.
Oh, no. That's the other guy. I'm talking about like Tamaki with the one dude. Like they went on their date finally. Yeah. Those two.
And Tamaki is the mother of Maki, which
or like
we saw,
the ancestor. Yeah,
and the ancestor narrative, which is cute.
Yeah,
it's cute. They really need to remix Soul Eater because this will help to answer a lot of questions of how they could do this, of the reimagine. Because for anybody that don't know, it's the original Soul Eater until episode 25, 27 around there is when they went off to anime original compared to the original Soul Eater. So I would love a remaster.
Out of 113 chapters, 118, they adapted 36.
Yep, they adapted 36. So they should adapt the original. Would be great. And have the creator be involved. How everything could fit together within Fire Force and Soul Eater as a prequel and a sequel, which is so crazy to say that.
Especially that last chapter of Soul Eater. Because there's only one word for it. Boobs.
Yeah. I haven't read Soul Eater, so I wouldn't know the full reference, but I'm aware of the context without context. But like I said, haven't done movies other than the one movie that we're reviewing very shortly. But other than that, TV shows still haven't yet finished on Sherlock. I missed the episode of Scrubs this past week. Haven't finished Hannah Montana 20th year anniversary. A big shout out to my coworkers that they caught me watching Hannah Montana while I was finishing it during my lunch break, and then they poked fun of it like, "Yo, Vash, we're watching Hannah Montana." I'm like, yeah, I had a crush on her. They had a documentary. Why not watch it? And then like, I felt like they was trying to poke fun, but once I gave a logical response, they just didn't find the space of where to poke fun at. They're like, damn, he's right. Okay, we're fucked. Okay, well, we gave up. So I felt that energy. But a show I am watching, other than the animes I'm talking about, and go check out Off the Bench if you guys want to hear more anime references or thoughts that we're watching for the spring season or winter season, go check that out for Off the Bench. But I'm watching a show called CIA.
Oh, okay.
On Paramount Plus. For those that don't know what the show's about, CIA, I'll tell you this. It's like any fucking cop shows or
there it is.
covert op shows that you guys will find, because it's literally in the first episode. By the end, guess what, chat? Guess what? There's a mole.
Mole.
Wait, does it ever get as comically crazy as SVU?
Mole.
Most likely not.
Okay, good.
The only reason I'm watching is because, hey, there's still some people in the media, in regular pop culture, that actually watch actors in their project just because you're actually a fan of the actors. Tom Ellis, who's a guy that acted as Lucifer and many other projects, is in this show.
Hell yeah.
So CIA is also filmed here in Manhattan. I'm doing my best to get on that project before they're done filming. So I'm trying to get on that project because I would love to meet Tom Ellis. He's one of my favorite actors, and I love him in Lucifer and his other projects as well. And one of the girls there, Nikar Dedegan, hopefully I pronounced her name right. In the show, her name is Nikki Reynard. She's such a beautiful, I believe she's Indian. She's such a beautiful woman. I really want to shout her out because I don't really expect how like beautiful she is. I'm trying to find out right where she is.
You might be distracted by this.
Oh wow,
Maul.
she's
Maul.
she's a Broadway debut alongside Robin Williams in a Pulitzer Prize nominated production. Wow, congrats! I didn't even know that.
Maul.
And she's born in Germany. Wow. And she's from Iran. Wow. She has an interesting background.
She motherland.
Don't get him started.
But yes, the Maul in CIA. Interesting. Me and wife are watching it right now. 6 episodes. Comes out on Sunday or Monday on actual broadcast TV, but then it goes on streaming on a Tuesday. So me and wifey will watch it on Tuesday and everything else. But I do recommend for people to go check it out. If you want to be enjoyed, go check out CIA. If you want to see the usual shtick on how, TV shows of cop shows, there's always a Maul. There's always, who is it? The CIA, the FBI. Who's the one that will get us back? Who's the one that's been putting company covert op secrets to the other opponents of the other terrorists?
And why is it Russia's fault?
Why is it always Russia? Why is it always the goddamn eye?
Why is it going to be this time Russia working with Iran and then also every Chinese counter-terrorist known to man, and calling it now the villain is not even going to be the main villain. It will be an AI image that's like, yes, an AI program created this Maul program in order to throw the CIA off. It was on experiment.
Man, we just need to say bye to the whole Russian plot. Look at that transition.
So,
oh my god.
So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Vash hasn't done any gaming, even though he was paying for Xbox Game Pass for a couple months and haven't touched his gaming, Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. But it is what it is. But what we are here for, big news in Buzz Central. Let's sit down in the lounge and hear what we have happened to discuss in the latest of media and get ready to dive into the latest buzz or hottest news of gaming, anime, manga, or movies, TV, and anything of the media related to talk about Trevor's Disney directory. So if you guys want to discuss about, the first thing is the sweaty news that's referenced for gaming, because what are we talking about gaming related for this week? Talk to us, guys, because we only have 2 news and I didn't put them. So instead of me having a horrible transition of not knowing what we're talking about, I'm gonna give it to you guys
here, because Trevor's gonna have a rant here at the end of it all. I'll help out with this one. So, hey, guess what? Remember that patent that Nintendo and Game Freak tried to do to get the whole idea of capturing a monster and summoning a monster? Remember how they were trying to get that patent for themselves?
Yeah, because they're greedy and horrible and have a really bad taste.
Well, hey.
Yeah, because it tried to fail with
Power World.
No, Power. Thank you.
That mid-ass game, but I digress. But hey, Nintendo's character summoning patent has been rejected. So yeah, the U.S. I'm just gonna read this first little part here. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has rejected Nintendo's character summoning patent in a non-final but impactful ruling. While the company behind Pokemon and Zelda is infamously litigious litigious? We'll go with litigious. Correct me in the comments. I don't care. Many saw this particular patent filing as an extreme step and were surprised by its initial success. It did not take long for things to change, though, as now the legal argument by Nintendo against alleged copycats looks a little shakier.
A little.
So yeah, a little. Yeah, okay,
Little.
yeah, cool, neat. So yeah, they can't have the patent now. We can now all make our own character summoning games. We can all now have our ROM hacks of character summoning games, all legal now. So sorry, Nintendo. Suck a big fatty.
We're not
I love
sorry.
you.
I will also like to
sponsor
add
us.
towards this article. Yes, I agree. Sponsor us, Nintendo. We'd love to talk to you. Talk business. I do have contact with the New York representative of Content Curse and everything. I do have contact with that. Big shout out to Roger Bass. We were supposed to have Roger Bass as well on this recording, by the way, chap. Big shout out to his fiance's in-laws. A big shout out to them. To our condolences. However, when it comes to the article,
Wow. Oh, jeebus. Oh, that message was funny as shit.
Roger's Space, we do not, we here at Weebs Studio do not condone fiance shaming.
yes.
Unless
But
they're
regarding
succubuses,
the article-
but,
Regarding the article, I want to continue adding that regardless of how Nintendo proceeds with this patent, it's unclear how it might affect the Power lawsuit. Even if it emerges victorious, having one patent does not necessarily mean it will win another. Large case and said a ruling in either direction would take time. In the meantime, Power is rapidly approaching its 1.0 update, and Pokemon has several big releases in the pipeline, so there's something to look forward for fans of both properties, if legal drama aside. So Power still having their updates in the future.
yeah. That mid-ass game, but I mean, it's whatever, I guess. But I mean, they lose this court case, it won't be the last one that they'll have. But speaking of court cases, though, this one's just kind of funny because like Fortnite's kind of been going downhill lately. I'm not gonna lie, especially with what they've been getting as of late for their shop. Yeah, I see you, Italian brain rot or whatever the fuck it's called, and the only reason I know it's that is because I have. Oh, dude, this is the worst. I've talked to you about like my nieces and nephews, how they're just like Italian brain rot, herpaderpader. It's AI bullshit.
Oh,
That's all it is. But like they have some characters in Fortnite, apparently. I guess I don't know, but the bye emote might never return to the Fortnite stores because the choreographer behind the dance has sued Sony for licensing his dance without permission, including for the Fortnite emote. Epic isn't being sued, but if Sony loses, the license could be invalidated.
woo!
I feel like Fortnite is getting fucked in the past 6
Yeah.
months or so or less with their V-Bucks, with probably being bought later, that we'll talk about later, by Epic Games, by Disney, and Fortnite having a lot of legal stuff, like their music, their dance, their emotes, their characters. Fortnite is a cluster of many legalities, I believe.
Legalities, yeah.
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 Yeah, so that's a tough one. That's a tough cookie, no matter how you slice it.
But you know what the
It's,
tougher cookie? Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's the fall off, man.
Yeah, like
no one really expected this.
I can't get on Fortnite anymore. I'm just like, I don't care.
No.
I just don't give a shit. The only thing that will get me back in there to spend money is if Kratos comes out.
Yeah,
That's about it.
I was gonna spend money for Bugs Bunny.
I thought about it, but I'm like, Yeah.
Although honestly, I think it's just to the main core of this. It's like I find it kind of funny that the choreographer he waited until Fortnite and did not do it with Deadpool and Wolverine.
True. Well, they might have
Well,
done something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going after. He sued Sony because of not only what Fortnite did, but also because of what Deadpool Wolverine did. Was like, surprised after that. I'm surprised you didn't go after the shitty movie first instead of just the game. But okay, all right.
Gasp.
You guys on the shitty movie, that movie was fucking fantastic. But hey, we're not gonna have a tangent on one of the greatest Deadpool movie films up there.
You can always go to
But what we could talk about,
you can always go to a shitty theme park.
Yeah, we could go to France for that in that way, because you know why, guys? You could go to France because we have the first look at a Naruto attraction that has opened in Konoha Land in France. We have the first images being revealed right now. I don't have it on screen, but we're watching on the side. You guys can find on the timeline where we have how it looks in Konoha in France. Looks okay. looks okay.
Oh, Vash, you optimist.
Oh my god, hey, I am the optimistic here. That's literally my catchphrase. That's literally what Whawkins have named me in Weebs of the Ring. Optimistic Vash. And it just falls off the tongue very well. I feel coworkers have said. But it's just like, you guys literally have Japan to copy. They literally have a version of what they have a few theme parks of One Piece statues. You have a Naruto they have a theme park of Naruto, of Konoha. And you literally could have copied them. You could already copy the homework and not fuck up.
Well,
you look like a Dollar Tree version.
Okay, so it's time to rip off the Band-Aid on this one. Whawkins, do you want me to start or would you like to start?
The only thing I'll say is before we got onto this podcast, because we had some time to kill, me and Trevor watched a point of view of the one ride that they have there, that Kurama roller coaster. There's a reason I use quotations on there, but Trevor, Trevor, I want you to paint the picture for everybody about this. I'm in the mindset that this is just unfinished, but
this is some of the most bare bones, basic, almost. I don't want to say no effort, but it's like the lowest of effort you could ever put into an attraction. How did I put this?
It's Naruto at home. That's what it is. It's like, oh, we have Naruto at home. Oh, all right. Yeah. You go to this. It's just like, oh.
You have a few landmarks. You have the Hokage Mountain. You have a few of the buildings. And you have your...
All part one, mind away. All part one. Not Shippuden.
There's no part two. There's nothing. It's all part one. Part one Naruto and part one Sasuke will come out as characters, and they look good. Those look good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like if you were to go to your state fair and you just see like this one random area. It's like, this is the Naruto Land. It feels like that. There's really not really much thematic elements going on in this theme park. And when we got to the main attraction, QB Unleashed, we looked at the queue, which from the outside looked dreadful. There was no theme and there was no immersion whatsoever in the line. And by the way, if anyone says that, well, who cares about the line? It's like, you will.
You will when you're waiting on it.
Yeah. 80% of your experience on an attraction will be for the line. Lines are heavily important. And it's like you get to the inside of this roller coaster and there's like two screens and they have like muted audio of like just Naruto scenes. It's like, okay. But man, the building looks run down and jagged. It's like, oh, but wait, doesn't that match what the Nine Tails Gate looks like on the inside of Naruto? It's like,
well,
you wouldn't know that by going into this coaster.
No.
And so the coaster itself, it looks it's very basic. You have a roller coaster that looks like Kurama, the nine-tailed fox. And it's like,
it also looks unfinished. Like, if you've ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon and you were one of those kids like me who would do unfinished roller coasters just to watch the cars go off. That's actually what this roller coaster is, except it stops you. But we'll get to the coaster part itself, the coaster part itself.
It's just like I think I described it best in my reaction. It's like you're walking into a random state fair. It's like, here's a Naruto park and it's in the middle of your state fair. And it's like, oh, okay. It's like, sure, the idea is impressive. There's a couple cool costumes, but there's really nothing else that really blows you away.
Yeah.
Like there are statues of characters. It's like that's it. They're just kind of just statues. There's nothing really impressive. It's kind of just member berries, if we're being honest. It's like, look, Itachi, you like Itachi. Here's a statue. It's like, okay. So yeah, maybe next time, France.
And like that's the thing. Like the coaster itself there's no loops. It doesn't really go that fast from what it looks like. It has a couple like turns here and there. And then what it does is it gets to that unfinished part and it stops. And then it goes and then it makes you go backwards back to the queue.
That's actually been a rise in trend in coasters, which is nice. I did appreciate the technical aspect of you blast forward only to then go backwards at the very end. But when you do the main twist of, hey, you're going to go backwards, there's nothing that follows that. It's like a slow meandering trek back to the loading station when you go backwards. So that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, it's just a wet fart. That's all it is. It's a wet fart of an attraction.
Do better, France. I believe in you.
Isn't that right, Boichi?
Oh, yes.
Yes. If you guys don't know what he's talking about being the greatness of art drawing, Dr. Stone Boichi, the artist, says that mangaka's fixation of Shonen Jump might negatively impact the creativity and diversity of the industry in the long run. So he tweeted out saying, when we look at people around the world who dream of building a manga industry, the goal is often weekly Shonen Jump. As someone who's part of Shonen Jump, I'm very grateful for that. However, if your goal is to show itself, there's a long one, but I'm going to repeat a bit of what he said in the beginning, check, because you guys can find his beautiful type of essay. However, if your goal is Shonen Jump itself, you cannot build a strong and vibrant manga industry. That's because Shonen Jump is not the cause of a manga industry. It is the result of one. The true strength of a manga does not lie in a few massive hits of titles, but in the diversity and richness. Only by understanding this can a country build a mangaka industry and a true ecosystem and use it for powerfully developing the culture sector. The comic industry, including manga, can produce about 2,000 serialized titles per 100 million in advanced markets. In developing countries, it can produce up to 5,000 serialized titles per 100 million. If a market reaches 1 billion, it can generate around 50,000 new IPs every year in astonishing numbers. So, just reading what he said in the beginning about Shonen Jump is not like, it's in comparison, it's saying Marvel and DC is not your only two comic industry in the West. You have IDC, you have Dark Horse, you have other serialized companies that could produce or publish your manga if you want to diverse. There's not other things out there in the comic industry. So Trev, to pass it to you, how do you feel of what Boichi is saying about the industry itself?
I do like what he's saying. Just because as a guy that wants to write stories himself, it is so easy to just do, the saying, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. It's like, oh yeah, that'd be fun if I were to, write like a story, like a shonen story one day. But then you have to realize, like, it's signing a deal with the devil. It's like, well, if you're going to do that, prepare for the harsh reality of doing a shonen story. And we all have heard the horror stories of what editors do or what the company tries to do, how your creative vision could get dampened down to the same monotonous experience that you're going to be forced to do. Same thing if you want to do like if you go for DC or Marvel, it's like, oh, I want to write about let's be a little topical. I want to write stories for Spider-Man. And it's like, all right, well, you have like a very set line or guidelines of what you can do with Spider-Man. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to try to be creative. And when it comes to, I'm going to kill off a guy, and then the internet will cheer. It's like, all right, you got one victory. Good luck with the rest of your comics. Yeah.
It's like, for example, right now, Absolute Universe from the DC Comics is doing very well. So, like, for Absolute Universe, they don't want to strike that anytime soon. So it just shows that if you have success in the comic universe in what the storytelling could be, then you can work out well. So perfect timing for Whawkins for me to tell and ask you, what do you think of what Boichi said? And because I gave it the comparison of Marvel and DC Comics in the West, there's other publishing companies like I'm about to say DC and Marvel, but there's DC Marvel, there's Dark Horse, there's also other animation companies that is right now here in the West that's growing, Powerhouse Studio, Disney, Pixar Studio Maha. There's a few studios also that's growing to become one. AniMa W3 Studio, we also plan to produce our own animation and our own comics years from now. Is only time will tell, and how the luck is on our side. So how do you feel of what Boichi is saying, that in the eastern side, when it comes to Shonen Jump, there's not only Shonen Jump, there's Shonen Magazine, there's Jump Plus, there's also you got to diverse yourself.
I mean it's just that right there is diversifying yourself. I mean, I'll spin it in the way for wrestling. There's more than just WWE. There's more than just AEW. There's others, like here in Virginia, there's VCW. There's Ring of Honor. There's tons of other ones. There's New Japan. There's tons of ones in like the UK and all that. There's tons of other companies, and it's the same with any media. Like there's not just one like animation studio. That's the big thing that like Glitch is trying to do right now with like all their YouTube stuff is trying to give an outlet for those projects that may not have gotten the green light from like a bigger studio, but now they have that opportunity, so that's why we're getting shows like The Amazing Digital Circus. We got shows greenlit like Knights of Guinevere. Gameverse is coming out soon with their pilot, and I'm actually really looking forward to that because I know how long those guys have been working on that project, and I'm fans of theirs too. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that goes on there. And that's just the thing. It's just like there's so many companies out there. There's so many avenues to get your product out there. Your goal shouldn't just be one company. If it's like an end goal, and you plan on branching out to everything, fine, I guess, because then at least you're like building up towards that. But don't make it just be the end all be all. Like, oh, I can't get into Shonen Jump, I guess I'm just not going to be a manga artist anymore. No, send that thing out to other pieces.
And Whawkins, would you agree? It's like if you do write for Shonen Jump, that means like you're signed to the contract. You are going to take whatever Shonen Jump throws at you.
Yeah, because that's the other thing is they can cancel your series with only 18 chapters.
Yeah.
Or if you're a huge creator, Hiro Mashima. Oh, sorry, wrong person in chat. If you're a big creator, thank you. You knew where I'm going with. You know exactly where I'm going with. Like Samurai 8, yep. Whawkins knew exactly where I was going with. Because like, hey, it's not like you wrote a huge series, Kishimoto, Naruto, and then like, hey, I'm already this new series, and like you literally have 48 chapters of build up. You're finally executing your story of what you build with your lore. So many readers were confused, and then we're finally getting actual answers. And then by chapter 52, 53,
it was actually like, oh wait, we're actually doing like a video game skill tree kind of thing. And then like 30 chapters in, like you give us that concept 30 chapters in, and then literally like 5 chapters after that, it's like, oh, end of the series. Fuck you. It's just like,
yep, we're done.
What?
Bitch.
What?
Bitch,
what?
Why do you do that?
like
bro, and again, this is the interesting aspect of how the editorial team as well sometimes could help or butcher your series. Because sometimes, yes, we know, for example, if anybody hasn't seen the time, like oh my god,
why do you have fairy tale
why is he in my mind? I think it's because he's supposed to announce a new project of his 20th year anniversary. So I think that's why, because it's probably because on Bible Chat, he's announcing it very soon. So don't worry, probably by next episode we're gonna give you guys what it is that announced.
More boobs.
It's just very interesting about this Boichi stuff because it gives reference to the tutorial team for the creator of MHA. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to just say the creator because I'm not going to repeat the Hiromashima. The creator of MHA, where he posted a picture of Toga with a cool, really cool design.
God, that was so cool.
And then that design was fucking
Trevor,
fantastic.
did you see it?
But then it makes you wonder.
It's really good.
Oh, fucking fantastic. But then it makes you wonder, yo, MHA creator, imagine if you actually did the design on a weekly basis. No wonder why your editorial staff was like, please stop doing crazy designs. Go simple, my G. Go simple.
Well, I mean, I think.
Imagine.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, imagine that his editors just let him go crazy without him being held back.
And I think another part of it too is I think Boichi's also kind of hinting at Shonen Jump may not be the best place to work for because of working conditions that mangaka have to
breaks
breaks and all that. Like, I would much rather, if I was a mangaka, I would much rather have like either a bi-weekly series or
Jump Plus,
or like on Jump Plus, or like a monthly series with whatever magazines else are out there. Just because like then I would have a little bit more time to like fully correct, because like a lot of those series are kind of benefit from either the every other week schedule or the monthly schedule. I mean, granted, the monthly schedule, you're coming out with like 40-page chapters anyways with that. So like, it's almost like you're doubling the work, but like, I feel like you can actually like kind of hone in on your series a little bit and actually kind of let it breathe a little bit. Kind of why I have issues with Tabata going to Jump Giga, I think it is, where it only comes out like once every 3 or 4 months, and yet he gives us like 3 chapters worth of just ink thrown at the page. But that's my own personal gripes with Black Clover. Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna save that for when Black Clover actually ends, so I can just finally just be like, go away forever, please. But hey, speaking about going away forever, we have some stuff in the Weebs news that can get things away forever, like Italy taking vengeance against Netflix.
Woohoo!
Yes, because the prices are getting too high. Netflix said, "Yo, guys, can you guys not pay for this so high? Because I like France. I mean, sorry, not like France. I like Italy. Thank you for doing the choice. Netflix will be ordered to lower its prices in the country, and many Italian users may be entitled for compensation from the streamer app."
I wish we could get that.
Yeah. But hey, you know what else, people are getting that we can celebrate? The Writers Guild protecting their writers. Oh my goodness gracious. So, little guys and gals, the Writers Guild has come to a new 4-year deal with movie studios. Honestly, with what they're going to be saying, it should be longer. But their provisions will include healthcare plan increases, streaming revenue increases as well. And this is the most important part for me. Further protections on AI training on screenwriters' scripts. Good. Like, don't even use it.
Fine. Yep. Don't use it. Don't feed it into him. Just don't. Just burn it all. Burn it down to the ground. AI, that is not the Writers Guild. The Writers Guild, y'all are doing something good right here. Thank you for that.
Yes, that's very true in that regard. But with that being the case, let's get to a comeback that Ryan Coogler. So many kids are making fun of this to actually get adapted. And Animorphs, yes, you guys heard it here. The book that we read as a kid, that we saw the evolution of a monkey turn back to a human, a horse turn back to a human. That you saw those cover pages, those cover books having those. Ryan Coogler is set to executive produce this on Disney Plus. Anybody excited about this? Did anybody read these books? Because I didn't. I knew about them, but I never read them.
It's so long.
Oh my god, same here. Like when I was still subscribed to what is it, Spotify, because they have audiobooks on there that you can listen to. You can only listen to like 15 hours of audiobooks a month, which kind of sucks when you have a long commute, but whatever, fine, cool, neat, fine. But they did have like the Animorph books on there as audiobooks, and so I was very close to doing that, but like each book was like an hour long, and I'm like, okay, you know what, that kind of checks out as a kid, never mind, because they were kind of shorter or smaller books, I guess, and plus they were written for kids and all that. But I mean, as long as it's good. And Vash, I kind of wanted to ask you, because you're more of the Percy Jackson person on the air. How's that been on Disney Plus? Because I think that'll help gauge how this would go.
Percy Jackson is very well executed. I have to say, I really enjoy season 2 more than season 1. Season 1, I feel like they were too much of a kid for me. But even though I read them books, I love Percy Jackson adaptation, the book itself. But I feel like the adaptation of this TV series on Disney Plus is better than what they tried to do a couple years ago or 10 years ago with the Percy Jackson adaptation. So I feel like, but also like we said, is who's behind the helm, who's the producers, who's the people behind it, do they love that adaptation? Right. Ryan Coogler is a passionate creator, so for him to be behind this means he probably read the books as a kid, so he probably has an attachment towards Animorphs, and he'll probably add an interesting spin to it like he did with Sinners and the vampire lore. He could probably add an interesting aspect to the Animorphs type of adaptation.
Word. All right, so there's some optimism in there,
but if you want more Ryan Coogler projects, we have his person that has been working with him since many years, the actor Michael B. Jordan, for the first trailer of Swapped. Starring Michael B. Jordan in the first trailer role after his Oscar win, the film follows a small woodland creature and a majestic bird who were sworn enemies until they swap bodies. Coming out on May 2nd on Netflix. Anybody excited about this? What do you guys think about the trailer?
Nice.
Are you guys thrilled about this?
Yeah.
Looks innocent enough. I'm fine with it. I'll probably watch it when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll see. I might look at reviews and listen to you guys talk about it maybe, but I don't know. I'm not.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh.
If it's on Netflix, I will watch it because I don't have to go to theater, pay extra money. I'm already paying for the subscription, so why not watch it?
You don't have to have some bozo on Twitter leak the whole video for you.
Yeah, it's not like we have watched it 3 more times after it's been out. It's not a huge deal. But you know what is a huge deal, Chad? The first look of spending more money from Lego Toy Story sets. We have the Biddable Lotso, the Slinky Dog bookend, which that one actually is cool.
That one, yes.
But then the alien with the Pizza Planet ride, that was actually cool. The bear, I don't really give a fuck about because I never actually care about the bear in Toy Story 3. But cool.
But Lotso's the cheapest one at $40.
Yeah, he's the cheapest one.
Hey, Lego.
Oh my god.
Yeah. With Slinky the dog actually being 150, which is like goddamn.
I mean, it's cool with the books. I do like that. That's actually kind of a cool design.
Yes, but why?
Well,
every week they do this. They show something kind of cool, and it's like, oh, how much is this? Oh, as much as your monthly salary. Pay up, bitch.
But Trevor, it's for 18 and up. It's got 1,311 pieces.
It's crazy. It's crazy. The other 2 are 9+ and up.
Right?
It's crazy.
Right? But you know what else
is
up? My unyielding fury. Why?
Oh, you're talking
Why?
about the excitement
Why?
that Trev is
What?
internally thrilled that he's clapping his butt cheeks for this right now. That Mal Shadow Lord has already been renewed for season 2, and Disney Plus hasn't even premiered season 1 because chat. It premieres
Tomorrow. Oh,
this Monday.
yeah.
This Monday. So by the time you guys are watching this podcast, it has already premiered. And that means that Trev has woken up, pressed play on this first episode because how thrilled and excited he is. He said, fuck work. Fuck that we're leaving to a different warehouse and be slaves. That he's going to watch this right now before he goes to clock in the bathroom, on the toilet seat for 23 minutes.
I can't wait
Right,
for
Trev?
the day one Twitter fest that will be hyping up this shit like no tomorrow. All the episodes will be out. By the time I get home from work, episode 8 final scene will have already leaked onto YouTube. It will gain hundreds of thousands of views, most likely because everyone will be talking about this for 5 days, and then I guarantee in about 1 month's time, just like every other fucking Disney Star Wars show, it's going to fucking die. There will
Well,
be
just in case, a friendly reminder, chat, we do have the last episode of Praying on May 4th or around that week.
Well, are we covering this show?
it's not.
Oh, we could, but it sounds like we're kind of dreading ourselves. We could.
I mean, hey, what kind of? Okay.
If it has to be done, I will watch it with you guys.
Do you want entertainment, or do you not want entertainment?
And look, we don't have to cover it on the Weebs Lounge podcast. We can also cover it on a Monday just to shit talk for 30 minutes
That's
or
what
less
Raw's for.
about the episode.
What are you talking about?
Right before we do Raw. Exactly, right before we do Raw.
Right
We can meet each other at 7 o'clock and be like, hey guys, let's talk for 30 minutes. All right, cool. Record, upload, done. Hey, this could be the episode I think we put on the show on a Monday evening right before Weebs Lounge come out. That could be something. Until then, chat, we will figure it out. Until Trev figures out his anger management, let's talk about more anger management conversation about Trevor Disney Directory.
I love this first one.
Go ahead, Whawkins.
Oh, I love this first one. This first one,
yeah.
as soon as I saw it, I was just like, I know who needs to see this. I know when we're going to talk about this because it needs to happen. I need to send it to him now because it's fucking hilarious.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trevor Cloudy Disney Directory. Tonight's forecast will be a hard winter's fall. So, in case any Disney fans have not seen or even heard about what happened, their latest, greatest animatronic ever created on the face of the planet has debuted in Disneyland Paris. Oh my goodness, and what could it be? Well, after months of anticipation, there is a walking, talking Olaf. How excited are you guys to hear about this? You know, an Olaf that just walks around the land of Arendelle.
Kill it.
Oh, Vash, you like Olaf, right? You like him?
The only reason I like it is because of my niece that I have not seen in 9 years. But yeah.
So basically,
Kill him.
I am part of a group that just I laughed at this because unfortunately, well, not even unfortunately, we all kind of saw this one coming. Olaf is an extremely interesting piece of tech. He is designed to walk and talk with guests. And when I say walk and talk with guests, I mean like you can't just walk next to Olaf and go on your Frozen ride and be like, "How is the weather today, Olaf?" And Olaf is like, "It's wonderful." It's not like that. It's more like there's going to be a crowd of people in an area and they'll rope them off and then Olaf will come over and he might have like little interaction with people. Unfortunately, on the day of his grand debut, his brain kind of shut off.
Wait, he has a brain?
Yeah, no, I mean, I believe there is AI involved in this in terms of determining how he will respond to people. His brain shut off, slowly leaned back, crashed onto the ground as if he was shot by a sniper rifle, and his carrot nose flimsily falls and rolls onto the ground.
It's like, such a funny visual.
It's like when you look,
like it's been on loop right here.
And you see a guy, just like a character that you're supposed to like, gets shot, and he falls over and he lets go of an object that holds significant meaning to him, and it rolls away covered in blood. It reminds me of that. Look at that Olaf just on the ground.
I wonder, Trevor, I might give you some inspiration here. I wonder if anybody's put over Gandalf over this, being like, "Fly, you fools!"
Yeah, it's
on my desk Monday morning.
The reason why I even put this on Newsworthy is that
it's funny.
The thing is, it's not only hilarious, it's also something a lot of people saw coming. I believe Defunct Land, if anyone doesn't know Defunct Land, he is an extraordinary YouTuber who just goes over like ancient Disney history and does like really good stories. Like he gives you the full context for everything that happens inside like a theme park behind its decisions. Really good, highly recommend. But he concluded one of his largest videos of going like, Olaf, yeah, it's probably going to be on display, and then it's going to have some kind of accident, and then Disney would be like, oh, well, we'll fix him, and then they'll put him back out, and then they'll slowly shuffle him away from the public because it was probably an experiment that was the main hype behind this was the hype itself. There's no real lasting impact. It's just for the hype and attention, and I won't be surprised if by the end of this year we don't see Olaf anymore. I won't be shocked. And that was that one. That's why I even called this section Sir Olaf Bridge Has Fallen Down. But now it's time for the other news. Now everyone may take this with a grain of salt. However, it should be addressed. There is a rumor going in the pipeline, a nasty, horrible rumor. You guys like Fortnite?
Talk to us.
You know, you did?
Sometimes I play with friends only. I don't ever play by myself.
You guys remember how last week I was talking about how, you know, in the last Disney directory, Disney put $1.5 billion into Fortnite to make the shitty maps and shitty mini games that were going to immerse everyone, and how you could make Disney vacation plans through fucking Fortnite. You guys remember that?
Guess what?
They're not quite done yet. Disney decided, and well, we don't even know what they decided, but it is rumored that they might be buying Epic Games. So the Epic Games launcher could be the Epic Disney launcher. Fortnite could be entirely under their control. And I want everyone to just sit there. I want every single person listening to this to sit down or stand or be in your car and just dwell on that. Disney could own Fortnite. I want you all to think about what that means.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
I want you all to think about how the game mechanics could be completely changed because of this, for better and horrifically worse. I want you all to realize how much of an increase in monopoly power this company will get if they buy fucking Fortnite and Epic Games. So, dwell on that. Let's really hope that this is a rumor. If they actually...
I hope so. It's a rumor as well.
Yep. If they go for this, then... Oh, boy! We're going to have to talk about... These Disney directories might be a series forever.
Oh, my God. But hey, at least there's a good place you can contemplate all that.
Oh, yes! Oh, thank you, Whawkins. I almost forgot. There is one little bit of good news. Impossible in the Disney directory where I'm all doom and gloom. No, there can be good things. There can be good things. Hi, this was like right before we went on, but at high noon there was a little update, and it's like, oh hey, so in Disneyland we're gonna have an up ride. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean an up ride? It's like, oh yeah, it'll be how do you describe this? I forget what the mechanic is, but basically you go on swings and they go in a big old circle. I just want to call it like the swing.
Yeah, it's just a swing ride. Yeah,
I just don't know if there's a technical term, but anyway, you're gonna get that. You're gonna have some nice artwork of the cast of Up, and it'll be in Disneyland. You can't fuck up a swing ride. That's why I'm happy about this. You can't screw that up.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Can't. There's no conceivable way you should be able to fuck that up.
I mean, unless they put a rabbit in there and a fox. And a bear.
Anyway, there's apparently going to be some thematic elements.
Or dinosaur?
You know what's funny? we were watching a video on, I guess, Tiana's Bayou Adventures getting some extra space or something, and they had a couple of dinosaurs on there.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that they have like a traveling attraction with them. We didn't even watch that. Dude, I fucking cackled because like it was 5 seconds in. It's like Tiana's Bayou Adventure is a huge success here at Disney, and I had to stop and do a spin take. It's like, really? Man. Yeah, you're lying through your teeth on that one, but all right, you do you.
Why do we keep getting more dinosaurs, man?
Why are all the dinosaurs in Disney extinct? Why is the dinosaur ride in your animal-based theme park gone? I'll never get over that.
Hey, chat. But you guys heard enough about dinosaurs. Are you excited about talking about our fox and dinosaur Yoshi getting mad that Toad is taking the spotlight?
No, Yoshi sucks.
And you heard that Donald Glover is not famous enough to voice Yoshi because people didn't know that Donald Glover was the voice of Yoshi. So he was very happy about that. Because we're on to our segment of the Super Mario Galaxy review. We have a good 25 minutes roughly for us to break it down and have the conversation of Mario Galaxy. So this is our segment to talk about it. First thing is first, the box office. Let's talk about that real quick because it has made, since the Wednesday release date to now, the Super Mario Galaxy has opened with a 372 million worldwide, the third biggest opening ever for an animated film behind the first film. This has made in a 5-day opening box office since Wednesday release day at 12 in the morning to now of Sunday evening. It has made a 372 million box office. That's fucking fantastic, breaking numbers in overall. So I just want to say congrats to the box office for that. But let's get into our non-spoiler review of the Super Mario Galaxy film. So for us to talk about how did we feel about the film coming in as somebody who literally saw only like one trailer and ignored everything else, even though I was pissed off for this guy right here being shown to us, Star Fox being here shown. I was not happy with the spoiler being posted, a poster a week before. But after seeing the film on April 1st, because it makes sense. It makes sense. Because they didn't want what was being shown to us by the premiere on that Monday or the week before being spoiled to the audience that Star Fox is being shown more than... I honestly thought, chat, he was going to be there for 2 minutes. He was more longer there than 2 minutes. And I'm happy as long as he was there. I didn't care if he was there from the start of the film to the end of the film. I would be a happy-ass motherfucking camper. But I saw a big shout-out to Jenny Campia, a YouTuber, movie critic, podcast, and everything. I saw his quick review of it. And at first, I came out the film with full excitement, full looking into the film and wanting more. But then, you know, at the end of the day, I am a movie critic. I can't just be a fan only. I do podcasting and I review the film and everything overall. And I know the film has its flaws. And I know the film, one of the biggest flaws for anybody to see and know, has the writing. It's not perfect. It's like you're trying to add a jack of all trades into one film. You're trying to add a different perspective in a multiple aspect in a 1 hour and 36 minutes or a 1 hour 38-minute film. But at the end of the day, if you're a Nintendo fan, a Mario fan, a Star Fox fan, a Yoshi fan, any fan in the Nintendo universe, you will enjoy the living shot of this film. You will probably even have it in your top 10 just out of enjoyment. But if you're coming to find this as an Oscar film, then this is not the type of movie experience you'll be looking for. But that's my non-spoiler. Whawkins. Trev, anybody wants to go?
Trevor, go ahead.
Okay. So honestly, what I found really funny about all of this going into the film was how everyone seemed to despise this movie. Everyone seemed to hate it. And I went into this movie thinking it's like, okay, so if everyone is railing against it, like, because we've all seen like how other mainstream movies, they get released and there seems to always be like, oh wow, this was really good, even though in the back of our minds it's like, no, not really. It's like, what made this movie the one that made people snap? I watched it, and I will say, I came out of this movie like Vash, enlightened. I liked this movie. I actually do. I had fun. I got chuckles out of the references. I was like, I was kind of like Peter Griffin. It's like, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, there it is. I've of course with Star Fox being my favorite series of Nintendo. Yeah, I had a big dumb grin seeing my boy on screen.
I texted Trev in the DM once I came out the film. He said, "You will like this." He responded, "What? Don't worry, you understand once you see the film." And Trev, did you understand once I texted that? You understand now? Like, I see why.
Yep, I believe I sent you a picture, or it was either you or Neko, where it's like Walter White going like, "I won."
Oh, you sent that to everybody. You sent that to everybody. You little cloud.
I get it. That is my enjoyment. And just knowing somebody else as a bigger fan for Star Fox 2 and everything. So that's why, like, I had to text you, like, yes, I know.
It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I went into that film. I came out. I was like, that was fun. I saw it with the good old wifey. We both had fun. Yoshi was her favorite character. Fox was mine.
That checks out. That checks out with her.
And so I came out of that and was like, okay, so now Becky, let's go ahead and talk about the movie. And then we started asking questions. We talked about it, and it's like, oh yeah, the writing wasn't particularly strong there, but whatever. I think I have like one of the most tame reactions compared to people, where it's like, it's got a lot of issues, but I liked it. I had fun. I think, honestly, if I were to put a definitive score or a definitive statement of how I feel, this feels like a film that is like a few drafts away from being solid. You got sizable gaps, and it has a trap in where I can't recommend this film to like the rest of my family. I can't do that because they're very casual. They like, we've all played Mario Kart together, but they haven't played Mario. And I was telling my mom, it's like, oh yeah, I just got out of the Mario movie. I had fun, and they asked like, oh, would we have fun too? And it's like, okay. Have you played Mario Sunshine? It's like, no, I know you have. It's like, okay. Mario Galaxy. It's like, no. Okay, any Mario
Star
game
Fox.
that wasn't.
Have you played Star Fox?
Funny enough, they do remember me playing the crap out of Star Fox.
Oh, okay,
good.
Have you played the Super Mario Bros. Games or Odyssey?
Have you played any Mario? Because if you're going into this blind, unfortunately, you're going to be lost. You won't know anything about what's going on. And before we hear the complaints, by the way, if it's like, oh, well, this film isn't for Mario fans, like this is a movie being released to the general public. It kind of has a job to make sure it appeals and make sure that everyone is on the same page, regardless of who comes in with knowledge. And if anyone is coming in with the mindset of, oh, you have problems? Why? It's a kid's film. First of all, do the same for praise, you coward. Stand on that backbone. And second, don't you come at me with saying that, oh, it's a kid's movie. Look at Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Look at what that film did so much. And that was supposed to be labeled for kids.
It was a sequel nobody asked for.
Yeah. And also, go check out, like, the majority of like classic Disney animated films or DreamWorks films, media that was specifically kind of made for kids, and look how much of a cultural impact they have made for everyone. Don't try that. Don't try that shit. Go ahead, stay on the show. If it gets to you, stay on the show. We can try to convince you to make you care. If not, I can't help you. As one Odin Allfather said in a certain God of War Ragnarok, I can't understand it for you. I'm glad you got that, Whawkins.
See,
crazy reference. Understood.
The crazy part is I've actually been kind of getting the God of War itch again, especially with Ragnarok. So don't be itching my God of War butt right now. But
I'm itching you.
I guess my non-spoiler thoughts, I mean, kind of along the same veins as my fellow two co-hosts here. If you're a big Nintendo fan, and I mainly say Nintendo instead of Mario because this is for the Nintendo fans, really. And mainly Mario fans too, because there's a lot of fucking references and all this. But like, and, we'll get into it when we start talking more about the spoilers here. But yeah, if you're a big, huge Nintendo fan, like the three of us are, you're probably going to really love this movie, flaws and all. If you're not, like, if you're an adult like Trevor's parents or some kid that's barely even played any Nintendo, this is not your movie. You're going to actively hate this movie, probably, especially as a sequel, But I don't know. There's enough dangling keys in front of my face to make me just absolutely adore this movie. And I think the one thing, I don't know. This might be a good segue into the spoiler segment too, but it's fine because this is a bridge. I like being the bridge between segments. Go
ahead.
So my favorite thing, some of my favorite things of this movie is the soundtrack, because the way that they incorporate so many, not only just different Mario themes, but different Nintendo themes as well. Like Trevor, I know you're gonna gush about the Star Fox soundtrack in just a moment, but like that shit was great. The remix they did of Jump Up Superstar when they were in the casino, dude, I was jamming in my seat. I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes. Our one friend dropped this box. He actually mentioned, he's just like, yeah, some of the soundtrack actually brought a tear to my eye. He had mentioned I think it was at the end with like Cape Mario. They played some of that game soundtrack. But even just like the main Galaxy theme just being sprinkled throughout the final fight, just having it blare. I'm just like, you know what? Man, I feel just so great right now. I'm entertained. I'm watching an awesomely choreographed fight right now. I'm having fun, and that's what you should be going into media for, is to have fun, whether it's to make fun of the product, because that can be fun for people, whether it's like, whether you do find fun in critiquing or anything, hey, more power to you. But like, media should be entertaining. I was entertained,
Yes,
in my way, as many other people probably were too. And if you weren't, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just your mindset. Maybe it's just the way you consume media. And I mean that in a very nice way too, because we're all different. We consume many different things, different ways. We all have different taste buds and all that. But yeah, it was just a good movie. I liked it.
To add on top of what you're saying, since we aren't in the spoiler segment, Chad, so be aware. This moment when the start of the film, we enter the Yoshi, like we literally enter the racing of Mario Kart. They was doing fucking drifting, they was doing tricks, they was getting the woohoo. It was fucking beautiful to see that. My wife, who knows about Nintendo, she's aware of it, but she's not a geek, weeb, nerd like us. Cool. But to have the actual aspect of them entering the tunnels or them talking about the flashback, and you have the OST in the background of the tunnel, or the sound effect from when they have Yoshi even walking through Brooklyn. And bro, the music in the background, we have him literally doing Spider-Man stuff, like just fucking licking the thing, breaking the dinosaur bones, and then being chased by the cops, and literally going back inside the tunnel. It's like, all right, I'm out of here.
I guess we'll never know.
Being stuck. We will never know what happened with the dinosaur and everything. You have a wanted poster now for Yoshi. It's just fucking comedy in the aspect, and how Yoshi just literally joined them on an adventure from being King Mario, King Luigi for I think maybe an hour or a day. There was a king, or at least like 24 hours. They literally king over Mushroom Kingdom. Just seeing the comedy of that aspect was hilarious, of how they solve all these issues. But I feel like my gripe with the film is I thought they were speed running a lot of the references of the 40-year anniversary of Mario, which I get it, but killing this too fast. You have 40 years to do this of anniversary, of lore, of references. You don't have to drop it all in this montage of references of video games, of things that myself, many of us could see and catch. But I felt like they were speedrunning this too fast during when Mario and Luigi was the king of Mushroom Kingdom. And I was kind of upset about that a bit, because it's like, there's so much more you can do with this, or reference in future other movies or franchises, like, Donkey Kong and other stuff. But it is what it is. I wasn't thrown off or disappointed. I was just a bit shocked, and like, hey, we could do a lot more with this, but hey, it is what it is.
I know.
How did you guys feel about that?
I know, the pacing was always a lot of people's cons with it, which I feel like these next few segments are probably going to be intertwining a little bit, because I feel like I get that aspect of it with sometimes the pacing did feel very fast. I could see why you would feel that way with the whole thing with Mario and Luigi and Yoshi being quote unquote kings of the Mushroom Kingdom. I get that too, but I think the whole idea of the whole story, because and Trevor, you and I were talking about this before we started. It's how do you adapt Mario into a movie? You can go, because obviously you have to make some creative liberties with it. So which direction are we going to go? Are we going to go the route of the live action that came out in the 90s that totally changed everything, that really kind of messed a few things up? Or are you going to go this route where it's we're not just taking one game, we're taking all of it, because it's all part of the same universe, the whole Mushroom Kingdom aspect of it. So it's we're taking everything together and forming the Mario world, or I guess in this case the Mario Galaxy. So it's you're still getting all your references. There's just way more, instead of in that montage part with them beating up all the villains and all that, you're getting it just spread throughout the whole thing. because even when they get to like the Gateway Galaxy, like you're seeing a ton of characters from like different games, like the little wood guys. You're seeing the people from Delfino Plaza and all that stuff. Like even the gear robots, like they show up. Which
those bastards.
Yeah. Even the bunny rabbits that you love so much from Galaxy.
Hate them all. Hear them.
But like even like in the casino with what's his name, Wart. You have Wart, Birdo, freaking Mauser, the ninja things. I always forget their names.
Ninjas, literally ninjas.
Oh, okay. I keep wanting to call them like ninjalas, and I don't know why. Yeah, like it's sprinkled throughout, and it creates this world, this universe that they're in. So it's just like. I could see the complaint. I understand the complaint.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't have a problem with it.
So for me, it was just more that section. The other stuff we got later, I had no problem with because it was more referencing.
Right.
It was there like, yo, my eyes fucking jumped when I saw the casino type of 4D aspect of it. Because I'm like, oh shit, we're getting this. I was happy. The gateway, them going to the underworld, and everyone just watching them and like, wait, why these motherfuckers are here? And you just see them doing the actual puzzles where all the boxes go left, right, moving down. Them doing this. Peach having her own moment of fucking destroying every single Ninjago.
Ninjas.
Chat, you know what I meant. So it just Peach had her moment that was really cool to see and all, and just see Yoshi and Toad relationship as well. That was one of my favorite moments in Naruto, but I will mention them more later. But Trev, I know you were trying to say something.
I actually wanted to defend the montage at the beginning real quick.
You want to defend it?
I think the only issue with how we went about the montage is the fact that you had Peach leave everyone before the montage, which as a moment by itself I'm still not exactly on board with. It's like, what? No, you should probably take at least Luigi with you. You may need some help.
She's fine with Toad. She's fine with Toad.
Space, but anyway,
she's fine with Toad.
I think the best way you could have done that, because I do like how busy I think I would have reworked the scene where it's like Mario Peach is having a little trouble with the kingdom, and you could have easily tied the events of the first movie to this one. It's like their two worlds did kind of collide. You could have easily made an excuse like, oh hey, well this world just got bigger and Peach wants to defend that world. She wants to be nice, she wants to be the ruler, and so Mario and Luigi offer to help out. And during the chaos of all this, Illuma comes down and recruits Peach that way, and she goes out. And then the Mario Brothers learn about that there later. But I do like the montage because not only does it show Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi working together, you also get to see them. You get to see them kind of prove themselves as to how they've developed, why they're able to pull the crazy stuff that they're able to do later in the film against armies.
That is true.
So I thought
they're
that
competent.
Was okay. Yeah. So I think that's like it is what I mean by the script was like a few drafts too early. It needed to be reworked a little. We needed a good reason as to why Peach left and didn't take anyone with her.
If anything, this section was just a shout out to the speedrunners.
Wait, I have to add something.
All right, go ahead, because I was going to transition us to favorite moment. So this is a favorite moment of yours. You could just start it off.
This was
or this is still spoilery aspect.
It's actually kind of will tie into spoilers, and we can just get this out of the way right now.
Talk to us.
Adaptation. This ties back into what Whawkins was talking about. How do you adapt this stuff? And I actually saw a very interesting complaint from a podcast that I do hold dear in my heart, but when they covered this movie, I was like, what the fuck are you all talking about? What? Vash, are you mad that Mario Galaxy didn't get the Mario Galaxy story 1-to-1?
No, I'm a bit sad about it, but I'm not mad about it.
Interesting. Whawkins, you?
I hated it. How dare they not 1-to-1 recreate an at most 30-minute movie that could have been. Oh, the deep lore of Mario and Galaxy was not explored. Fuck off.
Yeah.
They had the concept of it, like the concept was there, but not the one-to-one adaptation.
Which
but
is fine. You have
the
the
concept
skeleton.
I'm happy
You
with.
have the skeleton, which
Yeah.
works fine. What? Oh my god.
And I guess we'll get more into it when we get to Rosalina herself, but I do find it humorous where some people come up with like the wrong things to get mad at, where they see Mario and Luigi are struggling to take care of the kingdom, and I've seen a complaint. I wonder what your guys' takes on this. I have a feeling I know what the answer will be, but it's like, oh, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi are exhausted. Wow, they can't even do Peach's job. Peach is so much better than them. Did you get that impression at all? I just want to make sure I'm not crazy.
I mean, for one, it was set up in the first movie that she kind of has a leg over them because she knows the Mushroom Kingdom. So there's that aspect to it. But it's also...
And she's been there for 20-something
Yeah,
years.
so like-
Plus, I never see her go out, or we never get the implication that she's actively going out. She kind of just stays at the castle.
But if she does, I mean, again, her knowledge is enough to be like, oh yeah, guys, go do this, go do that, and all that. Like, it's the fact that like...
I'm not crazy.
No, you're not. It's the fact that like you can kind of imply too with just that scene alone, like that montage alone, is they kind of split the duties when it comes to what they need to do or where they need to go and all that. Like Mario and Luigi were doing everything. Like I'm sure Peach could have taken some of those little lighter jobs.
She could have kissed the toad goodnight after reading the story.
Yeah. Like that's part of her job, I guess, which is also kind of weird, but you know, it's fine. Go to each toad.
Let's
kiss them goodnight.
But let's talk about one of the segment that you brought up. Sorry, one of the big plot thread that you brought up, Trev. Rosalina herself. How do we feel about Brie Larson? You know, because you know what? You actually bring up something. We're not going to get to fair moments or cons yet, Chad, because that's the last two parts that we're going to talk about in the expectation for the next franchise of the film, Daisy, post-credit, etc. So we'll talk about that in a moment, but we still have a couple things to really harp on. How do you feel about Rosalina herself, Brie Larson voicing it, and Bowser Jr. being the bad guy, but then we got Bowser and Dry Bones Bowser. How do you feel about all that?
That was so cool because it was also set up earlier when they got to Planet Bowser with the Koopas going down the roller coaster.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, what a perfect setup. That was great. Thank you, movie, for doing something like that. So Rosalina, I know the big complaint is, oh, she barely had screen time. You saw what she could do to Bowser Jr. She had that fight won, mind you, except, you know, evil villain got to attack the children and all that, you know, which, again, children, listen to your fucking parents. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's a whole other topic for a whole other day. If Rosalina actually succeed, like, let's say that Luma didn't come out. There would be no story. There would be no Super Mario Galaxy movie because Rosalina would have defeated Bowser Jr. there. So it kind of needed to take her out for the movie to even have a plot to begin with. So it's like, okay, yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, it actually does make sense. There is a little bit of storytelling with this where it's like, oh, the Lumas are very attached to Rosalina. This is very unorthodox that she's not taking care of them. One of them comes out and is like, I'm really tired. They only know innocence. And it's like, Mom, when are you coming back in? Unaware that there is a giant death robot that is currently fighting Rosalina.
By the way, the voice of the Lumas are hilarious.
they're great.
It's like, you know what? Never mind. I don't have a nightmare no more. I'm gonna just go back in. It's just hilarious how the Luma just like changes up. The Luma in the post-credit scene as well. Can't wait to talk about, by the way.
And I want to mention, you know, real fast, I get why people are kind of upset that Rosalina didn't get much of a role in this film. And I do get where the rational thinking is coming from. Because I think some people see that statement like, Rosalina, she was kind of there, you know, in the game. She was just kind of standing on the observatory. And it's like, oh, no. People want to see her backstory in movie format so that everyone that goes to see it understands why they love Rosalina and why they see her backstory. I get that. Which I will have choice words for when we get there, don't worry.
I mean, we're on Rosalina, but I do.
But I want to.
Keep going, because I do want to mention Brie Larson, but yeah.
But yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will slightly concede. Slightly. It's like, I do wish we had more Rosalina in there. Wish she had more. Honestly, I think one of her biggest complaints, or my biggest complaints towards her, is the fact that she's captured. And it turns out that she really could have broken free at any time. If you remember, Bowser Jr. takes her and she has like this block on her arm. I'm like, okay, so I guess that inhibits her powers. And then Rosalina just like, don't hurt my kid. And then she breaks free. It's like, oh, she could have broken out of that at any time. Okay.
Yeah. I saw some people defending that part too, and they were just like, yeah, the thing is draining her power. I'm just like, but it's not turned on yet. But whatever. That's again just that's looking into it. But with Brie Larson's performance, I thought she did fine with what she was given with the time and all that. So I don't really have any complaints there. But I am curious to hear y'all's thoughts on this thing about Rosalina and Peach, because somebody
have something to say.
Because here's the thing, because like for the longest time, I was on. I guess this was just a rumor. I guess it wasn't officially recognized that like the lore for Rosalina was she was Mario and Peach's daughter. Like, was that just theories? Because for some reason, for the life of me, I thought it was actually canon.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like people theorize so much, and then that became like the popular theory. The truth of the matter is, like, Rosalina, she is just kind of there. No one knows. Yeah. Like, some people think she's Luigi's daughter, or Luigi's wife. In some cases, like, wow.
Well, after this movie,
but I
how do y'all feel about this turn of events now that we find out that no, she's not Peach's daughter; they're sisters?
Fine, because I love how some people were against that, and it's like, this ruins everything about the lore. It's like, the lore that you guys came up with, because if I remember right, wasn't it revealed in like
there's no lore
concept and development that for Mario Galaxy specifically, I believe, and someone can correct me, that the plan was to reveal Rosalina and Peach are related in some form.
I believe so.
So it's like, all right, fine. So they did it in the movie. This doesn't harm the game lore, guys. It's okay.
No. Again, the deep Mario lore that they're... Man, shut the fuck up.
Guys, that don't exist.
Exactly.
There's no deep lore of Mario.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. I'm cool with them being sisters. Great.
It's
awesome.
Whatever.
You know, maybe we can get some Super Peach sisters or something going on. Or no, they're both from the stars. Superstar sisters. Holy shit. Nintendo, sponsor me, hire me. I'll work for you. I'll take away every bad thing I ever said about you. Go ahead and have your patents for your monster catching.
No,
games.
Don't listen to him. He
When
lies.
No.
When it comes to Rosalina, it doesn't bother me as well on Peach's story, because, like Trev said, my theory that I used to know or heard or rumor was that Rosalina was Peach and Mario's daughter. However, it's been confirmed by Nintendo that Mario has been friend zoned from Peach. They're not actually dating.
Oh, for God's sake.
So once Nintendo actually came out with that, that means Rosalina theory is thrown out the window, and actually possibilities, because, you know, so, you know, hey, Mario, you might have another option. Well, now Rosalina, maybe go for the sister, or maybe go for the friend that we might find out days in the future in the post credit. However, I'm okay with this. Peach, Rosalina don't have actual parents. They're made by the stars.
Yeah.
Cool. Makes sense why Peach could do what she could do because she's optimism. You know, she's powerful. That's it.
Now,
But my question to you
go
guys. What was your question, Marcus? My question was about Bowser.
Oh, I was gonna do Rosalina one more time.
Same mindset.
Alright,
but finish off with the Rosalina thought.
Yeah, go ahead, Trevor.
How did you guys feel about the backstory of why they separated Rosalina and Peach? Because I found that to be funny as hell.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Who the fuck was chasing them?
See, that's the question. We'll find out in Mario 3.
So my biggest thing is that, again, evidence of like, I feel like you guys just needed a little more time in the writer's room, but it's like, oh, Peach had, Rosalina had to throw Peach into a warp pipe because there is an ancient whatever evil coming right for them. And it's like, okay, so what possible issue could I have? It's like, well, this ancient evil, whatever it is, force is going right after Rosalina. We see her turn to face it, and it's like, okay, so it's after them. How did Rosalina escape from that? How did Peach escape from that? Because it could have just went into the warp pipe looking for, its target. How come they escaped?
Reasons. We'll find out in Mario 3.
That's why I found that funny. It's like, come on, guys, you kind of have to answer that question.
Oh no, I get that, but I feel like that was mainly just sequel baiting, kind of.
Fix it.
They'll fix it. Just give it time.
Shouldn't be the future movie's problem. They had to
just give it time. It'll be good. Much like Bowser and Bowser Jr. How'd you guys feel about? Because I'm just gonna go out and say it. Bowser Jr. was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. I mean, obviously with the Fox stuff, that was also like, oh my god, freaking driving the observatory. No, that was badass. But no, Bowser Jr. I think as a character worked a lot better for me in this movie. Like. There was a lot of good connections with it. Dude, the story time we got with him and Bowser, which I know people have issues with, but those are horrible issues you guys have with it.
Get to there.
that scene alone was awesome. Not only just like with the puppetry that apparently was there, like apparently those were real puppets from what you guys told me on Friday. Like at like one point, like it
have to be real.
If they're not, God, they were animated awesomely. But like their whole relationship with like Bowser and Bowser Jr., like there's a moment with like Bowser with the Marios, and he's actually kind of upset. Which hold on to that little nugget when we return to Bowser. But there's a little moment here where he's just like, man, my son probably doesn't even want to see me anymore. I just kind of left him at boarding school. And Mario's just like, no, he tried to cut my head off to try to save you. And it's just like, wait, really? And the fact that like Bowser Jr. made the whole planet for Bowser from like their dreams and storybook times, like Bowser both was the worst father and the best father in the same movie. But like the moment when like Bowser, like, which again, reference to the first Mario Bros game, when he falls into the lava after the bridge falls off. Like I actually kind of felt bad for Bowser Jr. there. I'm like, wow, the genuine emotion here, Nani? And then I remembered, wait a minute. Big old hand, dry Bowser coming out.
Yo, me too. I was waiting for that. That dry hand just approaching the edge. I was like, he has to pop up.
Yeah.
He's not dead. Like we literally just saw the Koopas just turns into dry bones, and then it happened. I was like, thank you.
But I think my big question though, because I saw some complaints about this too. How'd y'all feel about Bowser more than Junior? Because I feel like
I'm going to be long-winded about this, so Vash, why don't you take this one?
I'm gonna go short then, and then you can gather your thoughts in the meantime. So I'll say this: Bowser Jr. I enjoyed. He was a son that wanted attention from his father, and he got left by him in boarding school and wanted to, fulfill his vision. He succeeded. He has his father, right-hand man, the Koopa Wizard, being there and supporting and sneezing, being old, doing his thing. Bowser Jr. was straight to the point, a character and a son that wanted attention from his father. Bowser's the part that I would say as a con. This was my con about the film, that the film was inconsistent when it came to Bowser. They didn't know to kind of redeem him or kind of have him turn back to bad, but then not really bad, but he's turning bad because his son expects him to be bad or having that vision because of how his father used to be. So Bowser, I really was interested in the storyline of him singing, his relationship with Luigi, this fucking book club that they have on a weekly. Luigi said that, hey, Bowser's doing good. He goes to book club. He's very excited. And Bowser and his anger management, having a beautiful painting with the fucking painting of him having a six-pack, fucking hilarious. All those moments, all those things was fucking comedy gold for me. However, when Bowser turned back into a big guy because he got punched by Mario, and then when we went into the honey hive, of Queen, that was interesting segment because we go from Bowser wanting to be good, stay there for Mario, stay there as a friend. We have that supportive character being redeemed, and then switch up in story. Not sure if it was the story direction for the script, or the writing, the script had like 5 different plots that they didn't know what type of direction to head to, and Bowser was one of them, where he was singing, redeemed character. We have a interesting dynamic with Luigi, and then thrown out the window once he meets Bowser Jr. because Bowser Jr. was trying to find his father, and he found him, but then his father just went back, hey, you found me? Oh my god, you have this, I'm gonna go back to evil. Fuck all the singing that I just did, Jack Black style, and, just went into a character just because your son came here to save you, and your son is trying to be evil for you because the way that you used to think and your ideology during your puppet show and everything else.
So I think that's kind of the point of Bowser right there. So, like, because I personally didn't really have an issue with it. If anything, I thought it was actually really good. Like, they probably could have, spent a little bit more time with it. But like that,
they spent like a good 2-5 minutes more of it. It just felt like too transitional fast to what Bowser was trying to go for, trying to help. But then, like, he felt bad that they were trying to kill Mario, and told Bowser Jr., like, hey, I don't want to do it. He's actually a good guy. Like, cool, there's more of that. But then we went straight to the last act to fight on the bridge, and then you become Dragon. Well, like, the comedy of Bowser's still there, but just the wholesomeness that we thought that we could have seen.
Well, that's why we get the one moment with him, like, in front of the crowd and all that, because, and that's what Bowser Jr. was trying to remind him, is that him being good is not him. Like, because that's the thing, Bowser was being very what's the good way to put it, he was being very sacrificial in ways that he really didn't need to, like going back to the honeybee hive. Why would you volunteer yourself to be a prisoner? What? Like, what amount of good guy are you? Like, unless your name's Aruma, but like, what amount of good nature do you have that you're gonna just do that? And like the whole time, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one either. The whole time, like Bowser did that, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, this is all a ploy, right? He still tricked him, but like you find out that it actually wasn't a ploy. Bowser, like, Luigi was right. Like, Mario may be the musclehead of the group, but Luigi's the heart and soul. And that kind of proved its point right here in this part, where it's like, yeah, he can see Bowser for what he is now, but Bowser, that's not Bowser. That just wasn't him, and his son was there to remind him of that, because like they do have a good relationship, because like we even see that he's just like, yeah, I left you at boarding school. Well, what are you doing here? Oh, I escaped. I killed, quote unquote, killed them all, whatever, like did evil shit and escaped and left them, and he's just like, oh, that's my boy and all that. Like, you see this, like, it's a very odd happiness to it or a very odd positivity to it because they're both kind of shit people. So hey, shit people enjoy shit people's company. Cool, awesome. But I don't like it's just the fact that like, look, this was our dream, Dad, and I did it for you. Like Bowser actually saw that he had something good in life when he was evil. You know, and people loved him and adored him. He wasn't tiny. He wasn't like busting up rocks in a damn beehive dungeon or whatever, even though they were outside. Like, he had people that loved and adored him when he was evil. So it's just like, yeah, why should I give a shit about Mario? Like he hated me this whole time. You know, Luigi at least tried. That's kind of sucked, but like, you know, again, you kind of find out, oh, fuck the book club. You know, I don't know, but like he just kind of reminded himself. He just needed the reminder of like, oh, wait, no, I am evil. I am a bad guy. Being bad is fun. Like, yeah.
How do you feel, Trev?
Bowser to me in this movie is like watching No Way Home Spider-Man, where it's like, I get the character moments, I appreciate what you're doing, but man, navigating your plot is like trying to decipher a Google map at times. Right. Because what confused me the most, honestly, was his flashback. I love the flashback. In terms of him interacting with his son, I love that. It's adorable. However, from the story perspective, Whawkins is going to start to sound a little familiar, but don't worry, it's not the same conclusion. Bowser, he knows about Rosalina. And he's like, we are going to make a planet, my son, and we're gonna, you know, destroy the universe if they don't, you know, bow down to our will. We just want to find a home. We're gonna get Rosalina. Woo! And it's like, oh, so you know
Palpatine?
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's like, okay, you know Rosalina. Okay. What happened between this film and the first movie that made you change all that? I'm asking.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions.
He fell in love with
Peach.
Yeah,
see,
he fell in love with Peach and decided to do a song.
I wish we had a line that explained that.
Just like, you do. What? It's called a song called Peaches.
Nope, that's from the last
movie. That's what I'm saying. The writing, like an extra couple minutes. Right. Like, hey, this movie was an hour and 36, an hour and 38.
2 hours.
This movie could have been an hour, an hour and 42, an hour and 45, just for the writing. Add an extra couple lines just to have it flesh out better and flesh through.
Yeah. In fact, you know, this is going to slightly veer into Bowser Jr., but there's a line from Mario Sunshine that does a much better job explaining where Bowser Jr. got his magic paintbrush than this movie's lack of addressing it. It's pretty much a member berry of, hey, you remember the paintbrush from Mario Sunshine? Anyone that hasn't played that, what's that? But anyway, I digress. Going back to Bowser, it's like, okay, I just wish we had a bridge. I can kind of guess what it is, but that's guessing. It'd be nice if you told me what it is. But after that, you get the whole redemption. I like the fact that he actually was trying a redemption. He still has his inner demons to be fought. But holy shit, just like the way how the bee scene, just the bee scene in general, it's jarring. It's a very jarring scene. And then it's like, okay, and then you get...
I'm strong too.
And then he just buckled it back on.
It is funny, but it's also jarring. And then you just have the scenes like, okay, I can kind of see what you're going for. He likes being the king. He wants to be the king. If anything, it's not even just for the respect of the minions. It's because his son put in all that effort to build the planet, to fulfill his dream. And Bowser wants to support that. And he goes back to being evil. I'm fine with that. That's fine. I just wish we had just a little more interaction of like particularly at the lava bridge where it's like, Bowser, I know there's some good in you. He's dead. It's like, oh no, there was more you could do. Okay, action.
Fucked up a club.
Bowser, there's like he has moments where it's like, yeah, go Bowser, but at the same time it's like, wait, hold on, I'm trying to navigate you. Hold on, you're a bit confusing, Bowser. That's all.
And I think that's just a theme of the movie, or a con theme, I guess. Maybe is a lot of scenes could have just been just a little bit longer. You know, just to have some more room to breathe and be processed.
I wish there was more dialogue in these scenes.
Well, you know, we gotta watch Peach beat up a bunch of ninja. I said it right this time.
Oh,
yay!
Ninja, yes. Talking about moments, do we have anything else involving cons, positive, involving the movie, or are we gonna talk about only favorite moments? Because we have not mentioned Yoshi much, or much more about Fox. We have not mentioned the gateway to see all the Easter eggs we saw, or are those all favorite moments that we're about to bring up?
Why is there Mos Eisley Casino under the International Spaceport?
Because of reasons. No, my boy. No, my boy. Look, Trevor can have his moment here in just a second with Star Fox. I don't give a fuck. My boy Game & Watch showed up in the damn movie. Luigi was your daddy. He made you. You came out. You were doing your Smash Bros. Freaking moves. I was just like, hit that hammer, get that 9, and he beat Bowser. He couldn't dodge Bowser Jr.
We saw Rob too. We saw Rob turning around. And, but can you tell me this?
Sure.
No. Bro, that reminded me of the Zootopia scene of our Flash speed. The sloth of Flash. Hi.
Hey.
Or him actually having the fastest car and being the most fastest motherfucker out there.
Wanna hear
no
funny
moving on
joke?
He's committed.
Somebody mute him.
But I will say, look, Rob was great, but Star Fox, man, I was waiting for it. I was waiting because chat. I was expecting Star Fox to be like a cameo, a cameo of a minute. I thought 30 seconds we would have him, but for him to actually be the person that Peach actually hires to be the one that takes them to the gateway and go to Bowser Jr. Bro, I was giddy. I was like, that's him. I was pointing at my girl. I was the happiest camper and everything. So the people next to me in the theater was hoping they would get like a post credit for Luigi Mansion, and I'm like, you guys are bugging. You guys are having too much high expectation. We're not getting that. No Luigi Mansion is going to be thrown to us. However, when it came to fucking actually having Star Fox, from the minute we saw him until the end of the film, him being involved, I was a happy camper. The score, the OST, him being involved, and the face reaction, the animation sequence of his own world. We also saw Falcon and the other characters there too. Was fucking amazing.
You mean Falco? Just double check.
Yeah, Falco. I don't know why I put the N at that. Falco, not Falcon. Two different characters, because we do have a Falcon in Nintendo, but two different characters. Falco.
I just need the Star Fox anime. That animation cut they had for his backstory on why he's there. I need the anime. Trigger, get on it.
All right. Is it time for the Fox segment?
Get it out. Yes. Get it out of there.
I really like Fox in this movie. Very simple. But I wish he was portrayed just a little bit differently. I understand that this is, movie take on Fox. I just kind of wish it was more in line with the game version of Fox. If they're willing to do the game version of the other characters, to a degree, expand on them. I just wish they did with Fox. Because Vash, I don't know if have you played Adventures? Star Fox Adventures? I don't remember if you said you did or not.
I believe that's a 2004 one. If that's a 2004 one, then yes.
Oh, it's the one where he has the staff and he goes exploring the planet with dinosaurs.
No, the dinosaur one I didn't get to play. No, but I'm aware.
His
of it.
personality from the movie kind of matches up with the one from Adventures, and I really don't like that because Fox is not meant to be that kind of character. He's kind of supposed to be like a soldier. Well, he's not a direct soldier, but he is a leader with the mindset of a soldier, who protects his friends. Just say, not cocky, not super cocky, not the kind of person that curls up in a ball of sadness when his Arwing gets hit and sent down to a planet. That's not my Fox. That's not him. There's a hope. There's a hope, a light at the end of the tunnel where it's like, if we do get a Star Fox movie, please, Illumination, keep your paws off it. Just let another animation studio have it. Do that anime style. Just have Fox go through the arc that lets him be the character that we all know him to be, because I'm just not a fan of the whole cocky part. He has his cool moments, but it's the moments where he doesn't talk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Look, Glenn Powell did well.
Yes,
like,
he did.
Glenn Powell did a stellar voice acting job?
Yes.
I think
it's
he did fantastic.
Not to knock against him.
He executed.
Yeah, it's not to knock against
him. It's just the
him.
writing.
Yeah, the dialogue he was given. It's like, don't be like Star Fox Adventures. Be like Assault or 64, if anything, please.
Yes, I love 64 version and everything, but I'm happy with what we got. How the internet are pissed about Star Fox being introduced, or his conversation or being as used is fucking.
F-Zero will be next, bitches. It's coming.
I don't know why people keep being mad about this, about Star Fox. But hey.
Because Rosalina to get more screen time. That's it. That's what it ultimately boils down to. You didn't get my message of Mario Galaxy about endless rebirth and death. And it's like, but I don't feel like it would match with this movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to that adaptation thing. It's like, we can't do Mario Galaxy. This is movie Galaxy.
Yeah. Just, it's totally different and all that.
It's a very different.
This is what it felt like. Like, this is what, like, I will consider this a fair moment of the film as well. That, was this a Galaxy game adaptation? Fuck no. But was this a Galaxy Nintendo universe of literally having everything connected? This is what it felt like. This felt like a Nintendo Galaxy, not a Super Mario Galaxy. And I'm okay with that. Because as a fan of Nintendo and growing up with it, I'm okay with this being a standard. Now, from this, you better not fuck shit up now. You better go higher on your standard. You better improve your writing and know to have better dialogue in your characters. Have whatever fucking lore you want to make of Rosalina and Peach being sisters now. All right, cool. Make a decision of Mario and Peach. Are they friend zone or dating or trying to date, or is it friends with benefits, or is it a situationship? Try to figure that shit out first too, so we can figure out what's happening next. Because Luigi is literally being the wingman of trying to help out his brother. So, but hey, let's talk about something that can lead off to the spin-off, to the future franchise that we're about to bring up. Luigi's girlfriend we saw here, Princess Daisy.
So I have a theory. A game movie theory, if you will.
Talk to us.
Because I was talking about this on Friday when we were rewatching the movie legally.
Yes.
But I have a thought. With how we could set up the next movie. So because again, like what these Mario movies are doing, they're incorporating a lot of different Mario games in them. Like they're not just strictly sticking to one. Like, oh, we're gonna strictly stick to the game that Peach is from and all that. Like we might go to some areas, sure, but we're not sticking just to one game here. So I feel like we're gonna mix in a little bit of the plot from Sunshine here to kind of introduce some characters. Where like I think Daisy is there, but she's looking for Mario because a Mario imposter is messing up things in her land. So that's how we're gonna like kind of incorporate that, like at least introduce her to the cast. And I'm changing my answer from Friday because Friday my hope was Cacletta being like the villain of the movie. Because I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of like the Superstar series and all that of games. So I really want my Superstar reference there. But I'm changing it up now. Oh, I'm changing it up now. The villains are going to be Wario and Waluigi. And somehow or some way they were able to like because that's the thing. You have Wario, you could just change him to Mario. It's the same thing to these people and all that. So like you could do it that way and all that. And the other thing too, because this also goes to the other post-credit scene with the other Luma that was going to be torturing Bowser and Bowser Jr.
Kill it.
I think, well, that too. I think they're going to be freed by the Koopalings, the other like children of Bowser and all that. So like we'll get, well, yeah, we'll get them in the next movie, I think. So a lot of stuff they're going to set up. I know that's a lot of characters to introduce too for that movie, but how else are we going to keep setting up the Smash Bros movie? It's happening. It's going to be a thing.
To add on top of that, Charlie Day says that Danny DeVito will be a brilliant choice to play Wario in the upcoming Mario movie.
Our one friend dropped this box, mentioned Willem Dafoe as Waluigi.
Why would you give me that knowledge? Now I want it even more. Why would you do this to me?
Willem Dafoe's Waluigi works. I want him to use the Goblin voice somehow. Make it work. Make the Goblin voice into Waluigi voice.
Misery. That is what you've chosen for yourself.
Look, when it comes to the Princess Daisy post-credit, you gave a good hypothesis / theory for where things could go. I'm not going to add more to what it could be. You gave a great one, Princess Daisy, possibly Luigi's girlfriend. Like, movie. Yo, I'm okay with this. The Luma one is the one I love. I don't know why. The sadistic the sadistic security guard of the Warden style of Dry Browser and Browser Jr. is fucking hilarious. The way the camera shot was going closer, above angle, side angle, closer angle, medium angles for the Luma, and just the way Luma was just going more aggressive, and just adding things to the torture. I love it. It was my comedy. I was smiling from ear to ear. I was happy little camper hearing the bullshit of what Luma was saying of how this torture process was about to be handled, and it was amazing. I had a good laugh, and I want more of this Luma. This is my Luma. If we could get more of K-pop Demon Hunters a year later, Luma, I want you to be the person that gets marketed after months later after this movie still being released. Yeah, I know, my crazy logic. Trev, any thoughts about this post-credit scene and any expectation for the next film in the franchise?
If you're willing to bring in Daisy and you had the balls to bring in Ward from Mario 2, then go ahead. I told Whawkins this. Do it. Bring in Tatanga from Mario Land, the alien warlord that kidnapped Daisy in their debut game. Bring him in. Dare you. I really don't know what a Mario 3 could look like. You could go in the RPG route just to be like, fine, you want a story? We'll adapt a story almost faithfully. Fuck it, we'll do it. You could do
Hold my
Mario.
beer.
Yeah, you could do a Paper Mario.
We also have do Donkey Kong, because remember in Yoshi's flashback we saw Donkey Kong going around the city.
Yeah.
We could do Bonanza, honestly, because Pauline is there, and honestly, you could have Donkey Kong run into her daughter, whatever. But yeah, like in terms of just a strict Mario 3, I don't know what else you could really do aside from let's bring in the Koopalins. But I feel like. Wait, no, this is Illumination. Of course they might retread the same plot, where it's like Bowser is free by not 1 kid, 7 kids, who were all left behind in boarding school by Bowser.
You know, I want to be shocked because they already have the minions as their property, so I want to be shocked if they do something like that.
Oh, yeah. They would find a way.
Hey.
I think the only other...
What's up, Trev? I feel like you just about to say something, Trev.
Oh, no, I thought I was, but it's like, I got nothing else.
Yeah. The only other thing I was going to say is I know people want the Luigi's Mansion movie. I'm going to say this. I don't want a movie. I want a little mini series of Luigi's Mansion.
Same.
I'll take a series because I don't really think you can do a movie on Luigi's Mansion. I think a series, a mini series might work for him.
Do like a 3-episode series, an hour each or 45 minutes each, or you could do a 6-episode, 25 minutes each, tell a story of Luigi's Mansion. And I feel like you could execute that very well.
Like Knuckles, but better.
Like Knuckles,
but actually worth watching.
Oh my god!
But would that be the case, guys? Hopefully we were worth watching. For the past 2 hours and 37 minutes, because we have spoken about the Marvel movie for an hour, and then our lives for a good 30-45 minutes, and then we spoke about big news in Buzz Central for an hour, and then we hear about the movie. We gave spoiler thoughts, favorite moments, cons, flaws, the best and the worst, and questioning people's thoughts and people's opinions. And people have to go to sleep at 5 in the morning. So Trev, how did you feel about this podcast episode in this film? Are you excited?
In terms of our podcast or the show?
Yes.
Both. Either or. Whichever you want to answer.
The podcast is always fun, always having to enjoy it. Again, this film is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But honestly, I feel like we have probably one of the nuclear takes here where he was like, we had fun.
Yeah. That's all I got. I don't have anything
That's
else.
all you got. It's like,
I have
honestly,
nothing else.
The film is fun and it's not perfect. And it's like, no, you're supposed to hate it. I'm like, okay.
Hey. Just be understand that Mario could do anything, even defeat a dinosaur.
Yep. And
In a
thank you
giant
for
lava
the Mario
kingdom.
Galaxy representation by using Galaxy power-ups. That was nice.
Yes, it was.
Yes. And also, Yoshi, Popcorn Bucket, $60. Go buy it. Go find it. Don't be lying to your customers, other than you having a hot wife and then get her to use her baby charming voice. That's how it works out there, chat. Other than that, thank you for watching us and taking the time to listen in to the podcast. We are AniMa W3 Studio. We are the Weebsters podcast, but hosted by Whawkins, the world champion, Legendary Vash, the human typhoon, the sexy Colombiano, and we have the cloudy crescent, Trevor, with dropping the chance of meatballs or technically dropping some clouds, just like in Super Mario, if you know the reference to the game. Additionally, on top of that, we have a special thanks and shout out to you guys, the community who watches our show and the podcast, and that we do and talk about on a weekly basis. Because next week, if you guys have a topic, let us know, because I don't have a topic yet for us to talk about.
You want to do another
I'm blank at the
tournament?
moment.
Nah.
Or we could talk about Invincible, talk about Star Wars. We have options to talk about.
Oh god,
We
it
have a
might
couple
be
things
Star
to talk about,
Wars.
'cause, hey.
Doesn't the whole series
Hey,
come out?
Star Wars.
Does it?
Yeah, No, the whole series, no, it's dropping weekly. Darth Maul is dropping weekly.
Oh, thank God.
Until May the 4th be with you. So if you guys know and excited for, let us know about it in the comment section below. If you guys are cooking, because we have Invincible, The Boys, we have Darth Maul Shadow Lord,
And
we have a
The
good
Boys.
couple of weeks of weekly TV right now airing on a weekly basis. So hey, it is the
thank
time
God.
of Daredevil,
Eh.
everything coming out of action pack. So without being share Like, most importantly, give feedback of these episodes. If you like it, let us know what you thought of this episode. You guys want to make the show help us succeed. On behalf of everyone at AniMa W3 Studio and the team, we thank you for joining us in the Weebsters podcast. We'll see you later. Take care. And this podcast was not recorded by a live studio audience. Have a good night. Hasta la vista. To the soul world.
Meet the new mascot of the channel.
F-Zero next.
Star Fox Avengers.
Dun, 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 dun.
Falcon.
Dun, dun, dun.